Ignition sequence has started. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We have commit and we have liftoff at 2:13.
Places. And if you had one, you would want another one. Amen to that.
Roses are red, the destination too far.
But I'm legally blind, so how I'ma drive a car? So did you
Stop hating Mondays. Be a professional and hate the whole week instead.
Bruh.
I love my motherfucking Crocs. Get up.
Very good.
I want to shout out to Gary.
BF Bobby Fran. Hello, Tukey and Obnoxious John. Hello, Bobby Fran. Whoa!
All right.
Celebrities are here. This is not a show, Icy Uno. Yes, you are correct.
Okay, so we got
Wags.
she's a
Whoa!
Okay. From a
But
therapist
yes,
or a
Icy Uno, this is not a show. None of this is a show. None of these shows are shows. Tukey's not even a show. Tukey has no stress before he's going on. Bedabbler, on the other hand, he is a nervous pussy. Wow!
Are these your drugs?
Look, Dad, it's not
Where
mine.
did you get it?
Dad,
Answer me. Who taught you how to do this stuff?
You, all right? I learned it by watching you.
Parents who use drugs have children who use drugs.
Fuck PowerPoint. There is no power in those points and no point in those presentations. We have been brainwashed into believing that PowerPoint gives us the power to express ourselves creatively. But the only power it has is to kill our souls. Fuck PowerPoint and fuck your Excel spreadsheet too. Those columns and rows represent the metal bars of the prison cell of your brain. Free yourself from the soul-killing software of Excel and PowerPoint and live a more meaningful existence. Fuck PowerPoint and fuck Excel.
Little shirt. Oh my God.
I look like I'm being carried through an ambulance.
Do you feel that? Do you feel that? Oh, shit.
We're doing it.
Oh, hey, everybody. Good afternoon. It's great to see everybody piling in here. Are you ready for Wednesday? Well, here we go. We're going to do it. Ready or not, Bloop, 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 bloop. There goes my single underwater, right on cue, right here. You know when it always happens? I know Bobby, Nick, and my friends always know.
We're doing it.
Oh, we're doing it. Yes, we are. But it always happens when? It always happens right now, 12 o'clock, straight up here on the East Coast of the United States. You know why? I think that's because cool people, all right with the whistle already. I think that's because cool people like you are getting the lunchtime and you're jumping on your phones and you're saying, hey man, where's BF Live? We're going to clog up the internet and take off the Wi-Fi. So let's do it today. What are you doing for the next 3 hours, folks? Let's hang out and have some fun and see what we can get into until the 3 o'clock hour here on the East Coast. I was just kind of hanging out in the chat watching Drag the Waters with the lovely New Girl and JJ Dabbles, and they will be guests right here tomorrow on BF Live in the 1 o'clock hour. That's right. That's kind of we kind of have to do. We kind of open up the show, and we're always going to save our guests for the 1 o'clock hour. So I got the links out. We're going to see how many guests we can get in here on BF Live this week. But I know for certain that tomorrow we can count on New Girl and JJ Dabbles, and I'll give you a little preview that Friday Echo Pineapple will be on BF Live. That's right. So I'm holding it down for you here in the middays on BF Live. There's plenty of morning shows. There's afternoon shows. But I'm holding it down for you here in the midday, September 18th. It is Wednesday, 2024, Midday Freaks, Midweek Freaks. We're going to get into it tonight on the Levy-verse, probably at 8 o'clock East. No, probably about it. It will be 8 o'clock East tonight during the week. You can't wait for the weekend for a party and hang out with your friends, folks, right? So we're going to drink, smoke, laugh, joke, spin the wheel, and see what kind of trouble we can get into during the weekday. All right, so I think we got that all teed up. We kind of got the day framed and set. Let's see what happens today. I always like to say, let's go on BF Live and let's see what happens for the next 3 hours and what kind of fun we can get into. And some of the fun that we get into is with some of these guys backstage. I'm going to bring him in now. He's the bro you know. He's the prop master. Let's say hello to my friend and yours, Scott Fitzpatrick.
Hoya.
Hoya. You open up the show with the Hoya. What's good, buddy?
Man, I literally woke up. I was going about overslept, and I woke up 20 minutes before the show here with diarrhea.
Oh no, we already talked. What is it with our bodies with the pre-show diarrhea, bro? We talk about it, and you can. Wow, I don't know, bro. So yes,
the diarrhea gods did one time for the show, though. I slid in here just in time.
I don't know what it is, man. I'm lucky. Luckily, I can always get it together, kind of. Right before the show start, I'm like, when are these bowels going to calm down? Yeah, I got to do a show here. So I feel your pain there, Walken, Mr. Walken, Scott Fitzpatrick. Walken. Well, another guy that we know, a bro you know. He's our friend from the Great White North, my friend and yours. He does all the podcasts, and I'm glad to BF Live is one of them. Let's say hello to him. It is Bobby Nick. Sir Bobby Nick of Canada.
We're doing it. Yeah.
Woo, we are doing it, Bobby Nick. Come on, buddy.
All right. You know how I woke up this morning?
Oh no.
Okay.
How?
Well, okay, get this. Okay, last night I was on JBX's show and I was just so tired. So
Yes.
I clicked out. I fell asleep right in my chair. I woke up this morning. My fucking ass was hurting. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? And so I stood up and I felt on my ass. I was like, there's something there. There's something there. I was
There's something there that wasn't there before.
Exactly.
What is it?
What the fuck is this? So I shoved my hand down my pants and it came off. It was like a lump. I thought it was like a lump.
Oh,
you had like
off. I looked in my hand. It was this fucking pop bottle or
I'm glad you didn't say old hemorrhoid. Holy shit, I didn't know where you were going, Bobby Nick.
Man. But this thing was like screwing into my ass all fucking night long. Oh my god, I got a mark there now. It's like ow.
I'm still betting on punctured hemorrhoid, but that's weird, man. Speaking of bloody ass, punctured hemorrhoid, let's check this one out. We talking about Jake yesterday. I thought you were going to go kind of Jake on me because Jake was sending you some pictures yesterday, wasn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Sending you some
the day before yesterday, but still. Oh my god!
I thought you were having like sympathy hemorrhoids for Jake or something. You know.
Well, it felt
Let's
like
see.
it
I got
in the wrong area, but it felt like it.
I have a song that might be good for both of you. Let me play this right now. This is for Jake. There you go. That's for Jake. I saw that yesterday after you were telling me all the horrific photos of turds and bloody ass and all the things you were describing yesterday, Bobby Nick. That came up in my feed, so I had to share that here with you all today. There you go. So I'm glad that you don't have Jake. I'm telling you, it's poop talk here on BF Live. That's right. We're getting into it. We're talking diarrhea. We're talking bloody asses. We're talking about finding things on your butt cheeks. There you go. That's how we do. Yesterday we started off BF Live a little bit unintended areola talk. We were talking about pepperoni nips, and today it's this and all. So, but I'm happy to be here doing it with you guys every day, doing this shit. And I see so many cool people, seeing some people I haven't seen in a minute up in the chat. So let's see what everybody's up to, guys. We're going to be here for the next 3 hours, so let's see what we can get into. The 1 o'clock hour, I always like to call the guest hour. So if we got some guests coming in, the link is out with a couple people. So let's see who shows up. Let's see what we can get into here on BF Live. But before we do any of that, I have to put my glasses on. I have to run my element. And we got to see what everybody's up to. Do the chat family check-in. Are you ready, boys?
Hell yeah.
Let's do it. Because we got 25 people in the chat. We got one checking in. We got Jukebox Ginger checking in from Facebook. Thanks, everybody. Let's go. It has only just begun. It's Wednesday. Chat family check-in.
Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves.
Out to the 25 people coming in. Come on, man. We're holding it down in the midday. And one of the things I feel I just overlooked, guys, is that I'm going to let everybody know that today is BF Live Stream Show number 150. 150.
Yeah.
It feels like a little mini plateau, Bobby Nick.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Feels like a little mini thing. Half 100 feels like an achievement, Scott.
Yeah,
it is. It is.
Yep. I started out doing this show once a week on Mondays, and now I'm doing it every darn day for you great people. And I love hanging out with you, but we're up to show 150. So maybe we'll see some of those kind of guests show up today. And like I said, we're going to have New Girl and JJ Dabbles on tomorrow, Echo Pineapple, and all kind of fun every day. But it all starts and happens because and with the chat family. There it is. Today's September 18th. It's Wednesday. Let's get into these comments now. I'm going to go to the top, and we're going to go right, starting out with the haven't seen him in a minute, the Mr. Dave Daffler checking in.
Hey.
Thank you for being a member for 2 months, my friend. Thank you for being a member on the Frenetic level, because BF Live, we have 2 levels of support here. If you'd like to support me for $10 a month, you're a Frenetic. And if you'd like to support me for $5 a month, you're chat family. We're always chat family right here. Thank you, Dave, buddy. I haven't talked to you in a minute. I didn't want you to just reach out to you and say, hey, where you been and why haven't you been donating to me? But I hope that your health is okay, buddy. And thank you for jumping in. Oh, and he says, happy birthday. Not only that, he says, happy birthday to me, guys. He's doxing me. He's doxing my birthday, Bobby Nick. I can't believe with
Is
all
it really?
go ahead, Scott.
Is it really your birthday?
That he has, what he has written down there is my actual birthday. It's this Saturday.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
And I can't believe with all of the fun we have throwing dates around, saying that literally every day is someone's birthday, that Dave Daffler actually got my birthday right. So that lets me know he's a bro. Thank you, Dave Daffler. Yes, it is. And I'm not going to play the guessing game for my age with you guys, because you guys have had a hint in the past. You guys know, right? So you guys could probably do the math. So I don't know. We might have a little. What's that? We'll have a little guessing game. Maybe we'll play around with it a little bit. I was kind of going to wait till Friday, but they brought it up today. And I said, wow, you got that right. With all the fun we have saying everyone's every day is someone's birthday. Thank you, Mr. Dave Daffler. Happy birthday. Yeah, thank you, Tiffany Washington, checking in. It's coming up. Hey, man. Father Time's undefeated, and none of us are getting any younger, but we're here and we're doing it, and I'm happy to be celebrating with you. Happy afternoon, everybody, from BK. Brian Clauder checking in. What's up, Brian? What's up, man? Claudia getting a love. Hey, Brian from Tiffany Washington. Dang Lizard checks in from across the pond. Shout out to Dang Lizard and Flex 316 and everybody joining us from all over the world. This is BF Live. It's your show. It's our show. Hey, Dang from Tiffany Washington. The Stream Elements bot. Oh, it's doing that thing again. Asking me how to customize my bot. Don't you start your shit today. Happy birthday, BF. Hoya, I'll be in and out of chat today, hustling on a commission for a friend. That's what I like to hear. And, we all real people with real stuff going on in our lives. And if you're out on Twitter X and you see Space Chief 75, he's got some special messages going on out there. If you could help him with, that would be most appreciated. Hey, Chief from Tiffany, Washington. Happy birthday, BF, from my friend and the co-host of Sports Heads that we just started doing again over the weekend. Bone Loads, thank you, brother, for the happy birthday wishes. I appreciate that. It's coming up Saturday, but I'll celebrate early. Whoa, wow, Dave D. My birthday is 9/21 also. See, here we go, Scott. Here we go.
Yep.
Here we go. Now I'm not going to know who's telling the truth anymore with this stuff. Let me see if I can find that one video I was looking for. Team. I can't find it right this second. I'll find that and play it for myself in a minute. All right. Hey, Bone Loads from Tiffany, Washington. Hey, Tiff from Bone Loads. Hey, Terry from Tiffany, Washington. Tiffany, Washington is getting the love from Space Chief 75. Space Chief 75. Terry Nee, happy early birthday from Bone Loads. Matt, bones up, buddy. He says happy birthday to me. Thank you, man. It's coming up this Saturday. I don't know. See, I'm getting late on my birthday. I don't know what my wife's doing. I'm getting late on my birthday. That's one of my favorite birthday jokes, Bobby Nick. So, I don't know what my wife's doing, but I'm getting late on my birthday, damn it. Hola, everyone from the great Gimme Bezos checking in. And I imagine everybody's going to get me the same thing they got me last year and every year, but you could hook me up with a little something else. I'd appreciate it. Hey, Matt from Tiffany, Washington. Hey, Gimme from Tiffany, Washington. Bone Loads is getting the love from Terry Nee. Matt checks in and says, hey to Tiffany, Washington. Spawn checks in, our bro. He comes in for the positive vibes and gives us positive vibes. What's up, Spawn? How you doing, brother? Are you at lunchtime today? He knows what's up. Let's see. Space Nerd says, Ekul had better express his love for me again. Well, we'll see, Space Nerd. We're going to have Ekul come actually on the show. He reached out to me and stopped in a week or so ago when I had Kahuna Nui on, and he was very eager to ask him some questions, some Joey-based questions and stuff. And that was the first time he reached out to me. So I cleared it with Kahuna, and it was cool, and we had a good time. So we're going to have him on for a little longer form, kind of talk and everything. Hey, Spawn.
Hey, Bobby, friend.
Yes, my friend. Yes, Bob.
Can I, if he calls me Rochi again, can I eat him?
If who calls you Rochi again?
Can I eat the pineapple? Can I
yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. All right, I'll be eating the pineapple if he calls me Rochi again on Friday.
Okay, well, yeah, you can't come at my boy Bobby Nick. You can't come in here like that, Bobby Nick is my smoking champion. He is, he's the man. We don't do Rochi here. How you guys doing? Hey, Nerd from Tiffany, Washington. Turf Nerd, Matt and Spawn from the lovely Space Nerd. I don't think we've done one yet, guys. Right. Let's get the day going.
Can I get a Hoya? Get a Hoya. Can I get a Hoya? Can I get a Hoya?
I'm sorry, Scott. I kind of misled you, buddy. You were going kind of the right way too.
Nerd.
Yes, we got to go. You're right, nerd. We should have done that first. But there you go. I got a little jumpy with the Hoyas. Our friend Spawn says, I have quite a sick little girl. I'm sorry to hear that. I'll be staying home with my little girl Friday, and we're going to BF Live the shit out of our afternoon on that day, and I'll accept a Hoya in advance, brother. Well, there's your Hoya. You just got it. I was feeling the need for a Hoya. I'm sorry that you have a sick little girl, but if you do have a sick little girl, if you could spend some time with us, maybe we'll make everybody feel better in the house. Let's see. Pre-show panic poop. That's right. Terry Nee, I don't know what it is, brother. And this is kind of a thing that I used to keep to myself, But after a while, you got bros and things you get timing and you're like, you start talking some real talk and all of a sudden you're like, oh man, guys, sorry. I'm here, man. Man, I don't know what's going on with my stomach. And before you know it, we all realize that we have the same thing going on, Terry Nee. So I don't know. We've been doing this a couple of years now. So I don't know if we're like internally stressing guys or if our bodies are stressing. I don't know what it is. It's crazy, but it is a thing. We're gonna get this out other podcasters, Scott. We're gonna ask. Maybe that's your next question. You can ask podcasters. Do you have to take a pre-show poop? Do you have a ritual before your show? Maybe that's a question we get into. Matt's giving you the salute and giving you the devil horns up to the prop master. Spawn says, Scott, pull your own finger and let her rip. Yeah.
I can't trust him this morning.
Can't trust this.
I mean, I can't trust him.
When you got the diarrhea, you can't trust no farts. That's
nope. Don't trust the fart. Nope. Don't trust a big girl with a button, a smile, or a fart, a loose fart. All Spawn, poor kiddo. I'm sure BF will mend all, but come on, we'll make you feel better. We'll give her some Hoyas. We'll let her know that we want her to feel better real soon. Tiff is getting the love and the shout out from Spawn. Matt says those old cokes are giving you the runs, prop master.
Yeah,
Oh, at that.
They're only 2 months old.
Did you have yourself a Baya? A Baya? Let's see.
What's that?
I don't know if it's a Baya aspirin or a Baya. A Larry Baya? I don't know. There's the Stream Elements bot. He's working finally. Running Cyke Labs link. We're going to do a Cyke Labs content segment like we always do here on BF Live. Cigarettes up for Bobby Nick from Matt.
Good to see you, Matt.
Spawn says there's no I in reach around, but there is definitely a U. Oh. Thank you for sharing, says Terry Nee. Scotty and Bobby from the Space Nerd. Spawn says, Bobby Nick, you should try a little pocket pool. Maybe. I don't know.
No, I'm good.
Thanks, Bobby. Next. Look who's checking in, y'all. It's the lovely Nikki's checking in on the day side, y'all. What is good, Nikki? You know, we got him for you, girl. Let's get him on the daytime. That's some wet ass pussy. My girl, Nikki, in the daytime. Daytime, Nikki. What's good to the lovely Nikki, my girl? Oh, my God, girl, Nikki checking in, getting the love from the Space Nerd. Great lunch talk, says Terry Nee. That's right, it is. We're talking about all kind of stuff. It's poop talk here on BF Live. Nerd getting the love from Nikki right back. Dang Lizard said, so Bobby's happy because he found his D this morning for the first time in years?
Maybe.
Holy shit.
Maybe that's what that was.
Yikes. Found his D. What an average day for Jake. Start to finish look like I'm setting the daily argument over under on that. It's 5.5 arguments. Go Bobby, and Scott. Fuck you, Spawn, okay? I don't start arguments with people, all right? Let's see. Spawn checks in and says, those said arguments don't necessarily have to have a second party involved. Him screaming randomly at people counts too. Okay, yeah. Well, you're setting the criteria, Spawn. So yeah, he'll argue with himself or shout at the air. Like he'll go and do a live Bobby Nick, right? And just maybe cuss out somebody. Maybe that counts too.
That's happened a lot of times.
Well, he's doing the laugh. He's doing. We haven't done that in a while there, Scott. We used to do the by the way every time he said by the way all the time.
Yep.
That's cool. Let's see, screaming around. I know one of the people that counts, the lovely Nikki counts with a beautiful and so appreciated $5 super sticker for Nikki. That's some wet ass pussy. We getting some daytime, Nikki. You know we're doing replayables tonight, girl. If you're up for one in the middle of the week, you know what's up. Levyverse, 8 o'clock. You know how we do. Wendy Pack checks in and says, help me out to get my 20 McDouble from McDonald's app for 50 cents only. Wendy's, she's doing her hustle. She's working the app. She's working the people. Hook Wendy up if you can. Nikki's loving it and dancing it. Let's see. Terry Nee says, Bobby Nick got capped in the ass.
I did. I got capped in the ass. I did, yeah. I had some really good Mexican soda, though.
Mexican soda? Now, that's a question, Bobby Nick. How long ago had you drank that soda?
Well, yesterday. They're like the old school bottles, you know, like
the ones with you got like pop or something.
Yeah.
Oh man, they got extra in your ass.
Oh yeah, that was grinding in my ass all night, I guess. You know.
Hey, that's a sound drop right there. That's a sound drop, man. You know how I hear things in sound drops. Holy shit. That was grinding in my ass all night. Bone Loads is getting a love from the lovely Nikki. Happy half of 300. Thank you, Dang Lizard. Thanks for coming here every day and giving me a purpose to do these shows, brother. I appreciate you. Terry Nee checks in and says, Nikki getting all the love, the music, the dancing, oh, where's that? Come on. Play it. There it is. You know it. And she's here in the house. Daytime Nikki. 59 says Terry Nee. Nope. Close but no cigar. We're guessing the ages. Do I look that bad on camera, bro? Shit. What the fuck, man? Take these last on or off. I don't know. Nikki, good to see you from the Bone Loads. Brian K is getting the love from the Nikki. Dave Daffler checks in with the most colorful and generous super chat, buddy. Thanks for checking in, man. Everybody's been curious and wondering about you. And I know last time that you kind of disappeared, you were having some health issues. So if that's the case, I hope that you're doing okay and you're on the better side of it. May we chop a leg off and count the rings? Damn it. Let me see. All right, let's see. Ooh, got all kinds of people. Let's see. Thanks, BF from SpaceC75. That's right. Yeah, go check out Space Chief 75 on Twitter and X and help him out if you can. Thank you, Dave Dafford, for the most colorful and generous super chat. You got that. Good to see you too, Nikki for Bone Loads. Happy birthday, Terry Nee from Space Nerd. Spurs Cheer from Space Nerd. Dave Daffler from Space Nerd. Space Nerd getting the love from Space Chief 75. Nikki says Space Chief giving the love and the hearts. Spawn's old lady's birthday is the 23rd. I got this. Hi-yo. I see you there backstage. I'll bring you in 1 second. Let me get through a little of these because let's see. Nikki getting the love and the fire from Space Chief 75. Happy birthday, BF and Puff Puff Pass. All the smokes. We're gonna get all smoked up. Hey, and it just happens that Saturday is my birthday, and Saturday night we're doing Replayable, so that's gonna be a birthday show for your ass right there. You can't miss that one. Nikki is laughing. Hoya from Space Nerd. Nikki is dancing, which is good. Hoya from Spawn. All the links are running for all of our friends. Mandy Diff checks in and says, "Happy birthday, BF." Or to be alive. Well, we got a friend backstage that hasn't been here in a minute, so I'm going to bring him in right now. Let me see. It's getting, I'm not sure about that second one, Sir Bobby Nicholas. Hang on, because I got somebody backstage now. It's been a minute, and I'm so happy to see her again, and I know everybody else will be happy to see her too. It is the lovely Stormie's checking in on BF Live for the longest time.
Stormee.
Where have you been, Stormie? What do you do? What are you doing? What's up, girl? How you been?
Good. Just really busy and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. Well, haven't seen you in a minute. It's good to see you on the day side. All kind of friends coming in today.
Yeah, I sent some people over here. I don't know. I know a few showed up, but hopefully.
Well, I see a couple, 26 people in here. I see it's a little higher average than most days, so I always appreciate that. And I know that even when you're busy doing stuff, that you always give me some shout outs and some love
for sure.
And some of the other little shows that you've been doing and stuff. So how's the family and all that stuff?
Good. Just busy. School started back, so you know.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Staying busy with all that stuff. That's a job in itself. I know that.
Yeah.
I know that's right. Everything like calming down and everything. Things are going good, going better.
Yeah, I think so. Finally, it's just kind of just starting to get, where the weather's changing and stuff. So who knows what that'll bring next.
Well, that was another thing I was going to ask you, because when you were coming on regularly, you were definitely having difficulties with like storms and the leftovers of storms coming through, and your pool got hurt, and then like one thing was happening after another, and then your internet, and then it led to all the other latest drama and all that stuff. So I know you've been kind of going through it a little bit lately.
Yeah, it happens. That's just making the best of it.
It happens. That's good. And so, you busy doing your thing on No Filter with Andrew and friends. And you saw we did Space Nerd here. We did Sports Heads the other night. I saw you in the chat.
Yeah.
That was nice.
Yeah, football's back. So
football's back. Football, yeah. So I think I'm very happy, because it's unfortunate that I had to make a choice, and I put that on the shelf for a while. But the smile on Andrew's face when we did the show, I don't think the smile went off his face the whole time we were doing the show the other day.
Yeah, he was smiling the whole time I was watching.
It was, yeah. It was almost like it's the same smile he got when there's a pretty girl on the screen or something. He just can't.
Yeah.
You get that smile off his face. It felt good, so that made me feel good doing the show again before and with him. So let's check in, because I know you're going to get some love in here today. Nikki's got the love. Nikki's throwing out thank you for the happy birthdays, laughing the Hoyas. We got all that. Let's check up. Let's catch up with. We got the Born Day, and then Dang Lizard checking in from across the pond saying, "Can Bobby wiggle his rings so we can guess his age?" Wiggle my rings. What is it? Wiggle my rings? I don't know. Thank you, Dang Lizard. Yes, Stormie. So I don't know if you can play the girl, but you guys figured out a couple years ago. You kind of generally know how old I might be, so might have a little fun with that.
Yeah.
Plus or minus a year, you might remember. Space Nerd says, good no. Nikki's laughing, which is good. Scott and Captain Nick from the lovely Mandy Diff. Spawn says, I appreciate the kind words from everyone. There's plenty of vile chat rooms around the tube, and this one is not.
Right.
Boom.
pretty positive in here. It stays.
Thank
that
you,
way.
man. Great community you have here, Bobby. Thank you, man. Like you said, you identified it, Spawn. When I go online, that's all I see out of everything. You see fighting, you see negativity. There's enough of that. I can't do that. I can't do that any better than anybody's doing it. So all I can do is come here and be myself with some great people like yourself. Thank you. BF, what shenanigans are you got going on? Oh, you never know. You never know. Red Bob Levy quotes checks and he says, I'm listening and pretending to be useful at work at the same time. Skill. Well, skull, Red Bob Levy quotes. Thanks for checking in, buddy. Space Nerd says, excellent skill, RBOQ and Hoya. Stephen Bull checks in. Nobody does it like the Bull. He goes, I love you, BF. I love you, man. Stephen Bull, been a very supportive brother all the time. Nikki is dancing all the time, getting the great Nikki energy during the day. Space Nerd says, it's my best skill. Stephen Bull says, I love Bobby Nick too, but like in a nasty way. We know how that goes.
Interesting.
Well, here's one of your friends, Stormee sent. It says, Stormee sent me. Well, thanks, Mets, for checking in. I know Stormie's got all kind of chat family friends out there, and I'm so grateful that she lets everybody know that BF Live's going on over here. Mets is getting the love right back from Stormee. Cheers. Cheers and salute to you, my friend. This is just my fun midday show I like to do. Hoya and greetings from the Hotlanta. From the Reverend Wild Bill, and he says, can I get a
Hoya? Can I get a Hoya? Can I get a Hoya? Can I get a Hoya?
Wild Bill checking in from the ATL. Stormee, we meet a djinn. I hate when you got to meet somebody a djinn. It scares me when you meet a djinn. So yeah, I mean, I've seen Wendy out there kind of calling for her cat, saying I miss my cat, and I've been seeing that. You know.
Yeah, I've got to go over to her channel soon.
We're always busy. Yeah, she's always guilting you or Bobby Nick. But let's see. LGM says our friend Spawn. Wendy, LOLs from Stormee. Mets is laughing, which is good. Shit, pointing at the Spud. I love me some Spud. That's right, Spud. This guy right here. He had the name in high school before any potato did. This was the OG Spud right here. He's got the license.
Actually, I had it.
Yes?
I had it ever since I was like 2 years old. My dad was in the military in Germany. That's some name they give me in Germany.
Just look like a big old potato, huh?
Hey, Scott. Scott, this isn't the new internet, is it?
No, I won't be here. It's gonna be here. She'll be here today, but not yet. Not yet.
Yeah, Stormee, we were very surprised to hear. Like, yeah, Scott. At the end of the show yesterday, you kind of left abruptly, and you're like pointing at your headphones, and then you're typing in that you're going to get some new interwebs.
Yeah. Today's supposed to be. We'll see how it turns. I don't like to speak too much until things always go wrong. So I don't want to talk too much.
Yeah, there is something about like speaking of it too soon. Like, I'm gonna fix all this shit and get it all straightened out, and then you turn on your machine and your machine has other ideas. It's like, really? You think so? Think you got this shit straightened out early?
Same problem.
Let's go, Spawn from the Mets. Well, so what are you getting some new? I thought you got the new fiber optics or whatever. I know that Stormee was getting kind of ran her way at that one point.
Yeah.
I did for a few days, but then I had to leave the residence that I was at
Understood. You have some logistical considerations. Stormee Hoya from the Reverend Wild Bill.
Hey.
There you go. Dave Davler checks in with another appreciated and colorful generous super chat, $4.99. Thank you. Stormee, show BF his birthday gifts. There he goes again. Now, what's the coincidence here, Stormee? You know, Mr. Dave Davler's been terribly supportive of BF Live. He got me started with giving out memberships and all kind of stuff. Always been generous to me. Hasn't been around for a minute, but yet the day you show up, Dave, all of a sudden Dave shows up. I don't know.
Dave.
I'm feeling the connection here, but I'll take it either way. Spawn says, let's get Lindor back in the lineup for the stretch run. Talking about, what's that, hockey or baseball? Let's see. All hail Blocky Fran. I agree with that. Met says, did you find the bottle or is that still in your bum, Bobby Nick? That's a very good point, Mets. Very good point. We didn't get any reports on the bottle, did we?
Yeah, I'll find that later. I'm sure.
Oh, boy, wait a minute. Here, I'm looking for it. There it is now. I hear you just pulled it out of his ass. There it is. Okay. Daytime Nikki, that's right. Daytime Nikki, nighttime lovers. That's right. Oh, Terry Nee's still throwing out the guesses. Close, Terry Nee. Wait a minute, I gotta get my buzzer, my right or wrong buzzer ready. Let's see. Sorry, Terry Nee. Let me see. Let's see. You gotta believe, Spawn says the Mets. Okay, the Mets are going for a run. I hear the Mets might be the top contender for our starting pitcher. Let's see, in free agency. Stormy's laughing, which is good. Nikki's getting the love from Brian. Avocado says Wild Bill. Brian K getting the love from Nikki. Stormee is getting the shout out love from Dave Daffler. Haha. Nikki says, I will be at your birthday party Saturday. Let's get off of stuff. We're going to get off the chain, off the cuff. We're going to find some other stuff to even get off of. That's what we're going to do on Saturday. Stephen Bull says, Stormee is a doll. She's a dude we all dig.
Yeah.
Man, she can certainly roll with us. I don't know if she's a dude necessarily. Now we're talking. You can hear that saying in Wendy's voice, right?
Oh, yeah.
You hear Wendy's voice when you hear that. Oh, my goodness. And
Well,
I
he
guess
wants
you've
you
been
to pop
hearing...
the top, just like
I
Dave
guess you've been
Daffler.
hearing the horror stories of the pictures that Bobby Nick has been getting.
Oh yeah, I don't ever want them. Please never send them to me, Wendy.
That's
please
exactly
don't.
what I said too.
Don't
Between Wendy
mention-
and Jake, and
Well,
I'm like,
did
when
you
did
hear
he?
about the Jake ones though, Stormee?
No, and Jake, don't ever send
It
them
was
to me.
awesome.
Oh,
It was awesome.
It
He
was
told-
horrible, Stormee. He sent me a picture of his bloody stool, and I mean,
Oh.
literally, there was blood all over the toilet.
They're
Stormee, there was
describing
blood all over the
nuggets. They're
toilet seat. And then
yeah.
the poop was like a bunch of hard round.
Well, you don't have to describe
Yeah.
it. You don't.
he
Have
did
to.
this yesterday too,
together.
Stormy, and
all
he's like
compacted
gagging.
together, and there's blood in between each and every
Mm.
one of them.
Look at Stormy. She's like,
Oh.
okay. All right, Bob. Now I want you to chase her.
The
Too many
pain
people
he
left.
must have felt with that thing coming out of his butthole.
You're trying to make me puke.
Yeah,
He
It
needs
looks
some.
like an abortion.
it did. I like
Miscarriage.
I want
That's
him to record himself taking a poop one day. That's got to be the sound.
Oh, okay.
That
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. That would be amazing audio.
Hmm.
Brian
like
Clutter
it.
says,
Okay.
"Who's the new hot chick on the bottom left-hand corner?"
Brian. Go,
Go,
Giants.
go Giants. Stormy, you're getting the love from our friend Terry Nee.
Terry.
The Wendy Pack says, Bobby Nick getting me all hot up inside again. Oh, man, she gonna be.
With
Man,
the
it's
poop
Bobby
dog,
Nick.
Wendy?
Jesus.
Oh. Ugh, you guys are weird.
Stormy, that Eagles game had me in tears.
Yeah. Football.
Hi, Wendy, from our friend Matt. Yeah, because I know Nikki's a Philly girl, so I know you wasn't liking that. I saw the video of the people leaving the stadium. They're interviewing all the Eagles fans about what went wrong. Ooh, Matt says Stormy World Order.
Hey, Matt.
Hey, Matt, that says, our Wendy Pack says, the generous Brian Clauder says, happy early birthday, Bobby Fram. Thank you very much for your generous super chat and the birthday wishes. I certainly appreciate that. If I had like a video clip. I had something I could play for that, but I got to find it. Let's keep going with this. We can see Hoya from Brian Clutter. The Red Wild Levy quotes, hi, and Hoya from the Red Wild Bill. Nikki is throwing out the fun emojis. Hoya Nerd from Brian Clutter. Hoya from Space Nerd. Hoya from Nikki. Hoya it is.
You know, this feels like a reunion right now.
It does, Bobby Nick, because we haven't had Stormy in a minute. We haven't had Dave Daffler. We have Nikki in the chat. Hoya.
Can I get a Hoya? Get a Hoya. Can I get a Hoya? Get a Hoya.
Yeah, and then right after that, Blummel's defense lawyer checks in if I can find where the freaking thing jumped. Son of a bitch. Don't you hate that, Stormy, when it jumps
Yep.
on you?
Yep.
And it jumped right when I was playing something. Oh, here we go. I think I found it. Blummel's defense lawyer checks in and says, good know, my friends. Good know to you. BDL getting the shout out. Love Blummel's defense lawyer. Blummel's defense lawyer Gano and Hoya from the Red and Wild Bill. Hoya Blummel's from and RWB. Don't jinx it, says Scott.
I know, man.
Oh, just a guest is checking in saying, block a friend, and no. Let's see. Space Nerd, Hoya, I see them down the road, Scott. Uh-oh. He's doxing you again, buddy.
Yeah, he would know. He would know if they're.
Space Chief 75, Hoya from Renoir Bill. Wendy Peck says, damn, if I had my cute pussycat t-shirt on, I would be happy. Dave's going through the underwear drawers right now.
Oh, stay out of my drawers.
It's been a minute, right? It's been a minute when he was coming on here doing that. Nikki say, BF so crazy. You so crazy, girl. The Met says Stormee puts cheeks in the seats. Yes, she does. She got your cheeks in the seats. If you don't mind hitting the subscribe button for absolutely free while your cheeks are in the seat, I'd certainly appreciate it. Hey, Terry Nee. Hi, and Hoya from the Reverend Wild Bill. Reverend Wild Bill, Hoya from Terry Nee. Dave Daffler checks in again with another generous, colorful super chat and says, Stormee, I sent you child support in advance. See you later. Oh, shit. Well, there you go. About time you started paying up.
Yeah.
48, the Reverend Wild Bill says, I'm more agreeable to that age. I mean, put my best face on. I'm a day past the shave and all, but I'll put on. Let me see. Let me check with the judges with that. Nope, sorry, not 48. Let's try again. Let's see. Dang Lizard. Bobby Nick only found the bottle, not the cap. Wait a minute. We already had that. Dave Daffler.
No, the other way around, actually.
And ha. Nikki says, Lit City, baby. She's bringing Lit City to the daytime. What are we doing about this? What a day. 2 girls in 1 cup. Not exactly. The over-under on SJ, BF. The on SJ, or I'm not sure I'm getting the SJ. That means Stuttering John. Jake is a good egg. He means well. He's just been misunderstood, Matt. Says Matt. What is your opinion on that, Stormee? Because I know you've had many. You have a history with Jake too.
I think Jake is a shithead, but he's okay.
he's an okay, manageable, understandable shithead. We accept him for what he is. You know, Matt is always a big defender, and that must be why Matt is such a perfect mod for Scott, because these 2 guys have so much love for Jake, man. It's crazy, Stormee.
Yeah, it is crazy.
You know, your dad won't give up.
No, he won't. He won't.
And look, and Matt, like you said, he's a good-hearted guy, and you're great for doing that, Scott. And we just talk about in terms of where you use Jake. Like if you bring him in for a show, you know how disruptive he can be to shows and tries to put the attention on himself and all that stuff. You know, so.
Yep.
But definitely fun to be around. TMI says Dave Daffler. That's a TMI. Just finished lunch says Terry Nee. Here we going. Have we met the goal? No, we haven't met the goal. Financial or laugh wise, we got to get them all up there. Jake's 4 straight day whitey tighties. Ew.
More than that.
I've seen it.
Ain't much whitey left in them tighties.
Me and Bobby Nick seen this pair that he wore for 3 weeks once straight.
Oh man. Oh.
I don't ever want to see that again either.
Yeah, and then
glorious.
And then weren't people trying to like buy them and stuff like that?
Well, yeah, he's supposed to give them to me.
Yeah.
Scott.
That
I wanted to frame him and put him on my podcast memorabilia.
He wouldn't give him up. Grandma Bill says the only thing worse than that Bobby Nick has seen is the blue waffle. Nikki simply says, not the goal. Oh, yes, the goal. Check this out. Speaking of the goal, I got something I want to show you about. I got something funny I want to share with you about that clown and the goal. Aaron, check this out. Here we go.
Yeah.
All right. So is your name Aaron?
My name is Aaron.
All right. And you're the host you were the host of the Central Minnesota Morning Show, correct?
The Steel Toe Morning Show was and is, mine. Correct.
Okay. Hosted by you, Aaron.
Yeah.
And you were considered kind of the shock jock of the community, so to speak. I've kind of watched a little bit of your stuff, and it's Bubba Howard, man cow-ish, kind of. Am I kind of right?
I don't know what's going on.
Let's go ahead and get ready for what you boys and girls paid for, which is, oh my goodness.
Is this okay?
Oh my Lord.
All right, so is your name Aaron?
There you go. So that was Hey, Bobby, you got where the audio of that came from, right? Good picture, Scott.
No.
That's
where did it go?
Bubba. That's Bubba.
Yeah, I heard that was Bubba, but was he ever on? I don't know.
Well, obviously that's from those excerpts from an interview that Vector Media News, shout out. That's who that clip came from. They took the audio from Bubba and Aaron. I didn't know they had gotten together either, Bobby. Like, I don't really know their history, but apparently they got together.
Call. I think like he called into Bubba's maybe,
Did
but
he?
I might be wrong.
And it's
Probably,
funny
that's what
because
it sounded
you,
like, yeah.
you hear the ego hesitation, don't you, Stormy, when he goes, so you're kind of Bubba, man, cow, Howard, and he's like he's really thinking like, no, I'm like my own unique dude, and I'm none of those fucking guys. But he's like,
I'm better than all of you.
Exactly. He did not like the comparison. He didn't know what to do. He was like a deer in the fucking headlights. And he's like, what's going on here? Like, see, and he totally froze him in his place because when he can't present his ego the way he wants to, he's done.
I said that months and months ago about this guy.
I know you did. We sure did.
Maybe a
Stormy.
year
And-
ago or
and-
more.
and more than a year ago. And we were just starting out, and we were not trying to come in like, who were we to like say, hey, this guy's this and this guy's that? But you definitely had those opinions of his body language with April. You picked up on all the signs like very early on before anybody was really dogging this guy.
Yeah, he didn't hide it very well, but I don't know why
Yeah.
anybody else didn't like see it sooner.
And he doesn't like witty women. He doesn't like witty comebacks, especially. And you
No.
you go in the chat and would point that out to him, like, "Hey, Aaron, why do you sit with your back to her? You know, and why you seem like dismissive." And he just like went after you, Stormy, calling you the R word or something.
Yeah,
in
he
that
called me
vein,
a
didn't he?
tard and called me a autistic person.
Autistic, yeah, autistic. So there you go.
That's okay. I might be.
Yeah,
It's okay.
We all are a little bit. So it's okay.
The goal is to
Runs in
have
the
fun
family.
and hang out with the chat fam, and you guys take care of me good, so we don't have to rub the goal in here. Thank you. I appreciate it. So you're cheating on me, Bobby, with Jack.
Yeah, Wendy. I'm
With
announcing
Jake.
right now that I'm gay, and yes, me and Jake Hudson are in a relationship.
Dangler said that's how Jake records himself singing, reaching those really high notes. So,
What's up, guys?
Hey, buddy. How you doing?
Hey,
all right, Jake. Let's see. Stephen Bull says, "Do y'all know what a super soaker sounds like when it's running out of water? That is what Jake's pooping sounds like." Oh, damn. Wow, that was very specific and very unnecessary, Stephen Bull. The great Dave Daffler checks in again and says, $4.99 says, "Having my baby." Yeah, thank you. What a lovely way to say how much you love Dave Daffler. Jerry Lehane says, "BF could be louder." Fire! There you go, I tanked it up. How's that coming through with 50,000 watt torch, a blowtorch? Jerry Lehane, I cranked it up for you a little bit. I always go for proper modulation, Jerry Lehane. I don't want to be too over-modulated. Jerry Lehane says, like Brian Clowder. Hoya from the Space Nerd. Wendy Pack says, "I don't think so, Bobby Nick. I will not lend you. Fuck Jake." Stephen Bull says, "Me and BF share the same birthday. We don't have them on the same day, but we both do have the same birthdays." Grinning. Gno. Well, this is the open chat and family check. I'm trying to get through it. Let's
I
see.
just want to say, Wendy,
Yes, sir.
I'm a doctor, so I have to check Jake's hemorrhoids. Sorry.
Oh no.
Yeah, when he said he found something, I thought he found like a popped hammer. I didn't know what Bobby Nick was going to say. I'm glad he said bottle cap.
Oh gosh.
Let's fucking go, says Nikki. We're doing it during the daytime, Nikki. We are doing it.
We're doing it.
And I like what Bobby Nick said. It does feel like a reunion because we got daytime Nikki, we got Stormy, we got all kind of friends hanging out in the chat. Heading back in, catch up with you guys soon. Thank you, Spawn, for checking in and giving and receiving good vibes. Nikki is laughing, which is a great thing. Bye, Spawn, checking out. The other day, I thought I saw an alien, but no, it was just Scott walking through the dang woods. Dang it!
Yeah. He's like
24. I like your guesses, Wild Bill, but I'm not a lady. You're not getting in my pants with those guesses. Let's see. 69 says Brian Clowder. Funny, but no. I'm going to take a real guess. BF will be 52. No, not really. Let me check with the judges. Nope. Nope, I appreciate it. Let me see. Brian Clauder, I'm 69, soon to be 70, says a Red Wild Bill. Stephen Bull says, with Stormee, it's one girl and two big cups. Look at them boobies.
Oh.
Oh. Happy Gosling checks in and says, Jake is a shithead. It's exactly my answer as well. Okay. The same as Stormee. Wendy Pack says, Matt, shut up. But Jake, he's not good. He is bad. Oh, Wendy don't even want to hear no defenses of Jake. Get out of here with your pro Jake stuff, Matt.
Ooh.
Nikki says, over or under Stuttering John's age. I don't remember how Stuttering John. I think we're in the same ballpark. We're definitely in the same ballpark. Is LOL. Matt says, Wendy, I know he's bad sometimes, but he means well. Happy Gosling says, true, Wendy. Matt is just trolling. Oh, this is hilarious. Haha, says Blum's defense lawyer. Happy, unfortunately, I'm not trolling. I'm Hudson World Order for life. Yeah, him and Scott do not joke about being Jake defenders, just like Terry Nee does not joke about being a Ray DeVito defender. Isn't that right, Terry Nee? Oh my God, that looked just like April. Wasn't that drawing was so good? It really was good. That's a Vector Media News I got that from. Stephen Bull says, yeah, wear your underpants for like 3 days in a row and then pull down your drawers to take a shit, and dang, the nasty smells that waft up. Whoa. They got the spider hair. Yes, they nailed the spider hair. They nailed April's look, everything. Everything is cap with Aaron. You know that's right, yo. Everything's a fucking lie. And Nikki, and we picked up on this early, like everybody, he just thinks that we all just believe everything that just comes out of his mouth, that we have not lived a life and we're not judging him and we have no experience. We just all just going to put our experience to the side and just listen to what the bullshit he's selling us. Not true. Stormee saw the sign, then opened up her eyes, she saw the sign. Let's see. Yeah, she saw the signs from Jake. Dave Daffler checks in with another generous and colorful super chat. Thank you, my friend. $4.99. Thank you. May I bring Stormee to show and tell?
Who's going to tell and what are you showing?
Ooh, that's right. That depends on what you want to show and what you're going to say, Dave Daffler. Well, thanks for the $4.99 for asking. Blumel says, I'm with Stormee. I had no idea how people didn't see through him a long time ago, talking about our friend Aaron. Yeah, she picked up on all the body language and all the cues and all. And I saw some ladies talking about, I love when ladies go in on Aaron because I know he doesn't like it, Stormee. He doesn't value women's opinions, and he wants to shut them up and shut them down, and he doesn't like it. So I love when women go, no, hey, we know men, and we see how we've seen assholes like this before, and he is that asshole. I love that.
He is, for sure.
NOO was relentless but accurate. And boy, now there's some weird shit coming out about onions and stuff. Some weird things being said and accusations being thrown around back and forth. It's gotten ugly with all the, photos and
accusations.
Pardon
I'm out of the loop on that, I guess. I don't know what.
People are, ever since the whole ESO thing went down, people are throwing implications around about, and Patrick had some weird kind of clip that I saw yesterday about him justifying levels of child pornography, talking about AI, and we can all agree that photos of children is worse than actually doing stuff to children. Like, no, they're both fucking horrible.
Yeah, that's bad.
He was trying to make equations between the two and make justifications, and it did not sound good.
I don't agree with a lot of the stuff like that for sure, but I do get like he's trying to be humorous with it, and he goes for that like really dark humor.
He does. He did. Because he goes, oh no, right? Because I'm actually sitting here doing stuff to kids, and I'm going to come on air and say stuff about it, right? That's because that's who I am, right? Yeah. So he was playing that angle, but man, when the guy talks and stuff, it makes you wonder.
Not a good look,
It's not a good look, and it's not things that you want to give to people for quick lines and everything,
It's not, but he's truly one of those guys on here, I think, that doesn't give any Fs at all. I'm trying to be careful because I forgot you're monetized for a minute.
No, that's okay. I mean, Grace, you know how we do it. My liftoff reel has the F-bomb, and I'm surprised I don't get it for that. Stephen Poole, how dare you? Super Thoker indeed. Donkey Kongington checks in. Here he is. Donkey Kongington's checking in today and says, cheers, y'all. Busy, but saying hey. Cheers and Hoya. Hoya to you, my friend.
Get a Hoya. Get a Hoya.
Thanks for being here, Donkey. Thanks for checking in, buddy. Let's see, the fucking jump happened to me again. Here we go. Did I read that one? Yeah, I read that one. Why did it do this to me? There it is. Good afternoon, Bobby, Nick, Scott, and Stormee now. Hello. Mrs. Honeybee checking in.
Buzz.
There you go, Mrs. Honeybee. How you doing? Space Nerd says, Gano, I do Gano. Hey, Donkey Kongton from the Nikki. Nikki's getting Space Nerd's getting the love, giving the love to Donkey Kongton. Hey, Nikki Hoya Space Nerd. Blummel says, if only the other shows could take notes, maybe they could be half as good as this one. That I love that compliment. Thank you. If Jay commits a crime, he will be easy to find. Just follow the red snail trail he leaves everywhere, says Happy Gosling. Terry Nee
a lot of blood
says,
around that house.
Terry Nee says, BF can do 55. Judges. Sorry. Mandy Diff. Give him the love to Stormee. 45 or higher. I like yours. Since you've plateaued it so great, I'm going to say higher than 45. Nigga, him at 45 higher. Nigga, come to 55 to check with the judges. So 55, let me see. The Red and Wild Bill. I'm Blocky Frame Protector. He doesn't give me much work. Nothing to defend. Nikki says Aaron is a horrible liar, but what's so great is that he acts like we don't know that he's a horrible liar. That's why I say, Stormee, he should just keep on talking. Just keep talking.
That's the most entertaining kind of liar.
Yes, keep talking. Yes, the one that thinks that we believe it and doesn't know. Yes. Wild Bill, LOL from Happy Gosling. Aaron is the joke of his town, says the Red and Wild Bill, and he acts like he's not. And I've never seen, he tried to spin his whole court appearance, Stormee. It was great. I did my public service. Things happen, and I take care of them. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to save face now that he's been
Always trying to save face. The cope with that guy is so strong. Aaron is a psychological disaster that needs to be sent to the center of the sun, says Mandy Diff.
Ignition sequence has started.
Jared Lahane says, why did Ray DeVito get arrested? Someone trolling Opie claimed days ago. I don't know. I don't know. I never heard that Ray got arrested. Scott, is that a truth?
I'll ask him.
No, I've not heard that.
Nah. I think people, I think they're like, because Ray comes off so weird to some people, they're like kind of anticipating it or wanting it. I'm glad his big mouth got him in trouble, Nikki. And that's why I say, just keep talking, because we'll have fun like poking at him, but he'll ultimately be the one to get himself in trouble with like the violating the restraining orders and all those stuff, those protective orders, you know.
Yeah, I don't know what he thinks. People aren't gonna see all that and put together the pieces and the truth, or what? I don't know.
Yeah. Not making a joke is not committing a crime, no matter how offensive the joke is. Interesting. There might be, I don't know if we're talking about the Aaron context, because in that case, he's not supposed to be saying anything about it, but we might be just talking about multiple
Dark
things.
humor we
might be talking about that. Yeah. Well, that is true. You're right. You're right about that, Blumels. You're not wrong about that. But it's like, you're definitely giving these Reddit people and everybody else fodder to like come after him and all. And it's just.
I don't think he cares. I think Patrick, publicity to him is publicity. He's,
anybody talking. Yeah.
Yeah. He's an internet troll at this point.
He is.
It's comedy too.
He's in a weird lane, and he's in that Jerry Springer lane. People love a good train wreck, a good car wreck, and somebody just sitting there like Jerry Springer, kind of pointing the finger and going, "Isn't this guy a knucklehead?" You know, and everybody goes, "Yeah, he's a knucklehead." Yep.
Yeah, it's entertaining though. I will say.
He couldn't wait to snitch as if he didn't do anything wrong. What a loser. You are so dead on about that, Nikki. And I called that shit when he was so phony. He just happened to be on MLC with all people, Chad Zumock. So it's Kevin, Aaron, and Chad Zumock on a live show. And all of a sudden he clutches his pearls and he goes, hey guys, you're not going to believe this. But actually it came from Chad, right? Chad was the one going, hey, Aaron, I don't know if you know this, buddy, but April's been arrested and Nick have been arrested. And he goes, what? Really? I didn't know. I had no idea. I'm on a live show. I wouldn't know and didn't report them. I mean, it was so well planned out that he would know he was going to be on air when that shit went down. So it make it look like he didn't snitch on them, Stormee.
Yeah, he wanted to be his alibi.
He's right, Scott. He got kicked out of the He got kicked out of the Cool Kids Club, and that's what happened.
Yep.
There we go. Let's see. Jerry Lehane says, Mrs. Honeybee, is Kai doing his show soon? Jerry would like to know. 57. I gotta remember doing my math now. Let me see for me. Whoop. I'm gonna say, let's see. Judges. Nope. Actually, that's wrong. No, wait a minute. Check it out. I can't. Wow. That's pretty bad when I can't remember what age I am. 1, 4. You fucking me up now. Holy shit. Okay. I tell myself I'm the wrong age all this time. Let's see. You guys can actually see I'm stuck on. I'm like, Terry, he fucked me up here. What the fuck, man? I'm trying to think about multiple things too at the same time. Nikki getting the love from Mandy Diff. Mandy Diff says, Hoya, Jerry, Nikki Blumels, a defense lawyer, Space Nerd, Donkey Kongton, Happy Gosling, Terry Nee, Brian, Tiffany, Rev, Bill, and Dave Daffler. Mandy Diff is getting the love from Happy Gosling. Copium is a hell of a drug. Is Aaron an opioid? Let's see. BDL getting the love from Nikki. Hi, Mandy from Tiffany Washington. Yep, BF 100%. Tiffany's getting the love from Mandy Diff. How do we get Stormee to 500 subs? You're already well past 500 subs, aren't you, Stormee?
Yeah.
Stormee is killing it.
Yeah, I don't plan to monetize my channel though. I do too much crazy stuff over there that YouTube wouldn't like.
Oh boy. Yep. But Stormee, yes, because she's always out in these communities hanging out and doing shows with people and making friends and all. She's been building herself quite the following up on her page. And let's see. We got Stephen Bull saying, the other day, my neighbor brought home some earthworms for fishing, and he was bragging on how fat they were. I said, oh, Scott would eat them, that with some red lobster dipping stuff. Only for the right super chat. Only for the right super chat.
Yeah.
Manny Diff says, do Stephen Bull's idea prop master? They haven't seen you do that, Scott. They have to go back to the early episodes of Sports Heads, right?
Yeah, that and yeah. Well, and then I did it on a couple other times too. But every time I've done it, I think this is the last time in my life I'm going to do this.
Yeah, you have said that multiple times. So nobody's believing that shit no more. But I remember one of the first times you did is when we hooked up with Sports Heads on the Shuley Network, and you were looking for stuff to do, and you dipped them on a plate in Bob Levy's ass-licking hot sauce, blue cheese hot sauce, right?
Yep.
That was
That
a
helped.
doozy, man. It helped, but didn't you say you could still feel them wiggling in your stomach and all when you ate them?
Yeah, because it had the hot sauce on them. So then when you eat them, you feel that burn and you just know that that's the worm, you know, that where the burn is.
Oh, that's rough.
Well, shit. I guess that they should call that lobster butter. Terry Nee says my work is done here. Yes, Terry Nee got it right. For better or for worse, I'll be 57 this Saturday. Yes. Woo. There you go. Redo Scott from Mandy Diff. And Scott, frame rate is slow, but the audio is okay. There's our technical guy checking in. Well, I think and I know because the lovely Stormee has joined us and all these new friends in the chat family. That's why it's already 5-6 minutes past the hour of 1 o'clock here on the East Coast of the United States. We've already done an hour of BF Live, but we are finally at the end of the opening chat family check-in.
Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah, talk amongst yourselves. Talk with me. Let's see. Nikki says, I got to check out, y'all. Have a great day. BF, I will see you Saturday. I'm counting on it. I'm counting on that stuff, girl. We are going to throw it down big time for my B-Day. Thank you for being here and giving the Nikki love on the day side. What a great surprise today. Mandy Diff, we got Nikki, we got Stormee, we got Dave Daffler, everybody. Mandy Diff says, oh, Lord, a dude ate a handful of minnows and they were swimming in his belly. Oh, you want to step up to minnows, Scott? Mandy Diff knows somebody that did minnows.
No, I have thought about moving up to.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
Wait a minute. Stephen Bull says 57? Ha ha, Jeebus. That is old as hell. Hey, I resemble that remark, Stephen Bull. God damn it. Terry Nee says, you told me you were 54 in Pottstown. Well, I was trying to get you to pick up on me. I didn't want you to think I was old and used up there, Terry Nee. I did not tell you any such thing. And if so, maybe Pottstown was 3 years ago at this point, buddy. Maybe we're both behind on something. Whoa, wait a minute. Did BF just say he'll be 57? Yeah, I let it out there. Either be proud or ashamed by it. I don't know either one, but I'm happy to still be 6 feet above the dirt rather than 6 feet below. So I'll take it. No, let's see. Stephen Bull says, haha, I hear you, BF. I'm 60. Donkey Kong says, God damn, man, that's old as fuck. Oh, man, I live my life. I don't live my age. So, you know, they say black don't crack. My weight's staying pretty tight. I'm doing all right. I've seen some older motherfuckers look worse than me for 57 years old. Coming in hot on the 21st. Love you all, says Dave Daffler. Dave, thank you, buddy. Thank you for showing up and let me know that you're still around and exist and you're okay, because I wanted to check in with you, but I didn't want to make you feel obligated to show up. So thank you. Bones up, donkey bones up from Matt. And 55 is a cutoff for old as fuck. Hey, goddammit. Once again, I resemble that remark. All right, well, I got great friends here. We'll see if anybody shows up in the next little bit. But in the meantime, why don't I go over to my fancy news desk and we'll talk about some stories that I can share with you on the BF Live Other News or the BF Live Not So. Oh, I already changed it too early. Wait a minute, damn it. That's why I'm not doing my production background. I'm all mixed up today. That's what happens when you get old. Let's do the BF Live Other News or Not So Serious News. Yeah, I'm over here now. I was over here anyway. You saw it. I blew my production value. There we go. All right, I'm over here at my fancy news desk. Lest anyone think it's just a video trick, I have an actual news desk. Let's check this out. Of course, we have Donkey's great comment. A 55 is the cutoff for old as fuck. Manny Diff says, you're 57 for real? Wow. I thought about 45 or 39. That's what I'm talking about, Manny. Come on with it. Come on with it, Manny. Come on. Come on. Wait a minute. Terry says, 60, holy shit, you old bastards. Listen, you ain't no spring chicken over there, you bastard, you. Look at you. Donkey Kong didn't hate from Space Nerd. Mandy Diff getting love from Matt. Who is 57? Scott, that's Scott. 6 feet above the soil. Give me some of that weed. That's right, man. I'm 6 feet above it, man. Black. Wait a minute, Black, I'm confused. At first, I pegged you for black. That's right, he did. Stephen Bull thought I was black for some reason when he heard me and he didn't see me. And then I thought I heard you were white. That's right. And that surprised me. Now I'm confused. I don't care, but I think I'm fainting here. Yeah.
You were black?
Yeah, he did. Because, Stephen Bull is visually challenged, a.k.a. blind as a motherfucker. And so he don't know really any of us look like, so he pegged me as black at first. So I was, first of all, you didn't peg me.
I guess if I close my eyes and just listen to your voice, maybe that's.
Yeah, he pegged me as black at first, black and young. Turns out I'm white and old as fuck. There you go. Space Nerd says, I have one more year until old as fuck, says Space Nerd. I just got the BF from Donkey Kong, Tim. I'm going back to formal archaeological school to get my MA. Sorry, I haven't been around. You know what? I want to say that's a joke, but knowing you, I don't know what's a joke and what's a birthday or what isn't anymore, Dave, but I'm glad you came around, buddy. Thank you, man. That makes sense. He was probably a senior when I was a freshman. Yep. You better enjoy it. That's right, man. Enjoy the days. Duh. Dave Daffler. I want to go. I am so far. BF has a soulful voice, says Space Nerd. Yeah. I thought you were in your late 40s, maybe 50, BF. Thank you, Donkey. Come on, I'll take it. I don't know. All you ages, I don't want to come tell about my age, man. Just how, like I said, I live my life. I don't live my age, and that's what I recommend. So let's do this. Let's get into some of these news stories. I guess Stormee, you couldn't help it here about the whole the Diddy thing, right?
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's kind of another thing. That's kind of one of those things like the Weinsteins that kind of everybody knew what was going on, but nobody really did anything about it, right?
Right.
Seems like it. It does say Sean Diddy Combs forced victims into freak-off sex sessions with male prostitutes. The feds are saying here. Yeah, Scott. It says Sean Diddy Combs forced women into sick freak-off sessions with male prostitutes that were often recorded while the music producer masturbated in a bombshell indictment alleged Tuesday. The music mogul, 54, who has been hit with federal sex trafficking and racketeering charges, allegedly got his female victims into the days-long sexual performance as part of his alleged pattern of abusing and dating back more than a decade, Manhattan federal prosecutor said. Scott, and they said that they actually found like large amounts of lube when they raided his LA place.
Oh my gosh.
Here it is right here. Employees allegedly helped facilitate the freak-offs by arranging travel, booking hotels where they would take place, and stocking rooms with supplies including drugs, baby oil, lubricants, and extra linens. And there's even a report in here of a hotel, Stormee, where the hotel gave him extra charges or refused him service because of he previously left a room filled with oily bed coverings and things like that. Like the oil was all over the place.
Wow.
Yeah. So, I mean, so a lot of these kind of clues and everything was out here. And there was a weird video that went out a while ago about Kevin Hart. He was like at a backstage party with them, and he was like acting like real weird, like put off, like what was going on behind. He's like, I don't know what you motherfuckers are doing and all. Like, you could see that Kevin Hart was like legitimately freaked out, Scott, in that video, that backstage video. Yeah. He looked like he was in like a creepy situation and he like realized it or something. That was crazy. Scott says P. Diddler. That's right. Terry Nee says Obama's buddy. Matt said, and that was another thing he was doing, because a lot of people, it was very what was the Epstein Island-ish, in that I heard initially he was like throwing out like veiled threats, like, hey, like some of y'all was there, so basically if I get in trouble, I got video and y'all gonna get in trouble too, Scott. It was kind of throwing that out there like a veiled threat.
All this sex stuff and just blows my mind, man.
Yeah, yep. Sex and people's penises, they get you in a lot of trouble, Scott. They
The
do.
stuff
Yeah,
they do for it, man. Jesus.
Yep. I tell you, these things get you in trouble. Perry has a large amount of lube. Perry.
Shut the fuck up.
I didn't say it. Matt said it. Happy Gosling's laughing, says LOL. Yeah, so it's basically like a you knew thing. It's almost like I think we all kind of saw a lot of these signs about, you heard about the weird parties and the weird behavior and all that. So, and the most surprising thing, guys, is that they gave him no bail. No bail, like they held him.
Oh, really?
And that might have been, you got Stormee.
Because he'd be most likely to leave and not come back.
Didn't he leave for a little bit to an island or something?
I think he did. There were reports when they raided his LA homes that he like fled off to an island. So I think you're right, Stormee, based on that, because I think they were going to go in there with a plan, because they were offering up that he would pay, like they were offering up their own bail or bond, saying that he would put up $50 million. And I think they kind of did that to make sure that he wouldn't go to jail. You know, thinking, okay, well, if they put up that much, then I know he's going to show up. And the judge was like, nope. Yep. Mandy Diff says video evidence, no bail. Yeah, so they wasn't like 50 million. They didn't give a shit, because he would have had to put up like 5 million on that or something. Stephen Bull says Diddy was turning people out and filming them for exploiting reasons and control, and Obama and them use that shit. Yeah, that's like I said, it was very much a Epstein Island kind of vibe thing I was hearing about. Oh, you're gonna bust me? Well, I had cameras and some of y'all was here, so good luck with that. PD is go ahead. What's that song?
It's all sickening, really. All that.
It is. And it's like Scott says, like the lengths that people go through for their sex and to fulfill these sexual desires and sexuality.
I'm going to jail.
You probably are.
Effed up.
It is, man. It's very, very much messed up. Oprah was on that island too. Rock the vote. That's right. We all get one. So go out and rock yours in November. Make the most of it. Oprah was on that island. You knew. A lot of people knew. Search, y'all. Trump has hundreds of pictures. Up. Trump has hundreds of pictures with Trump. Just stop. Wait. Trump had. Well, that's the whole thing, Space Nerd. They all, no one is any more innocent than anybody else. But then when the shit starts hitting the fan, they all start pointing the fingers at each other. Everybody has pictures with Diddy. Everybody has pictures with Epstein. Who's going to turn down like a free trip to a white party or an island or something like that? So, and that's part of the game that they do. I think they know that, hey, I pull these people close to me, and then if I get in trouble, they're implicated too, and I have a little power. Maybe I won't get into so much trouble.
With
That's
all
right,
the
he does.
Trump haters out there, I feel like those pictures would have already surfaced. Don't you?
Well, and like I said, Stormee, I have no doubt Trump has pictures with lots of people.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't
Calling
mean
it out on one. They all do it. That's right, Space Nerd's right. They all do it. Yeah, like I said, everybody has pictures with both of these guys, because everybody, he wanted to be that guy. Yep, they're all. That's right. they're all over the internet. So there you go. So we'll see what like comes of that. I mean, Oprah thinks she's running. I don't know. You don't hear much from Oprah too much. The country has collapsed. Many have normalcy biases. Maybe so. Yeah, that is true. All right. Oprah thinks she's running. Nah, she's not running. They all just try to pitch in and help. But there you go. All right. Let's get on to the next story because, yeah, that was just, I think that was kind of a story where kind of everybody kind of saw the writing on the wall. It was just a matter of time. I don't know if anybody saw this story. Checking the background. It says, this is a cat named Drifter is safe after sneaking out and getting trapped in a sewer for 8 weeks, Stormy. 2 months this cat was in a sewer, apparently.
Wow.
Maybe they should have named the cat Stay Your Ass at Home or something. They named it Drifter, so they got what they want. There's a picture of it in the sewer.
Wow.
It says a cat aptly named Drifter is safe at home after sneaking outside and getting trapped in the sewer for nearly 8 weeks. Wow, that's crazy. The 3-year-old Tabby, an indoor feline who had aspirations of being an outdoor cat, went missing from the home in Clifton Nesseth and Ashley Comstock in the northeastern Minnesota city of Duluth on July 18th. His owners presumed that he went to check out the construction underway in their neighborhood at some point. Oh, really? The cat was curious about construction? That seems weird. I'm going to go out and check out these construction workers out here, guys. The family, including the 12-year-old daughter, April Dresser, hung up posters and searched across the city without luck. They were beginning to plan a small memorial service for Drifter, on Tuesday, when their neighbor kids came over and said they heard meowing coming from a storm drain at the construction site. The family also heard him meowing, and they started digging through the dirt and cutting through the landscape fabric. A little paw shot out of the tear in the fabric, Nessa said, and it was a baby cat paw that tore through the fabric, and it was his head popping through. So there's a feel-good story. It ended all's well that ends well. But maybe if you have a cat, maybe you don't want to let it out if it's named Drifter, because it might just do that. Bobby should have named that cat. Oh, should have named it. Right, there you go. Thank you. Yeah, they called it Drifter. Maybe if they would have gave it a better name like Stay Your Ass at Home, maybe they wouldn't have got away. All right.
Funny. Oh. Bobby Nick left.
He did, and he totally dipped out backstage too, and he was just like laughing at something, so he was in it. Wow. I don't know if it's internet or maybe
something backstage for you, I think. I don't know if that has something to do with it, but
all right. While you do that, I'll put up our next story here I'm doing on the BF Live. Other news, not so serious news.
Yeah.
In this story, it says the grand prize winner removed 20 Burmese pythons from the wild in this Florida challenge. So every year they have this challenge with these snakes in the wild. It says a Burmese python is held during a safe capture demonstration at a media event for the 2022 Florida Python Challenge, June 16th, 2022 in Miami. The article goes on to say it's official. The Florida Python Challenge this year has a winner. The $10,000 grand prize went to Ronald Cyke, who removed 20 Burmese pythons from the Florida Everglades. Yeah, I'm getting that. The Florida Everglades, that easy to say, during the 10-day hunt, which was meant to bring awareness to the threat that these pythons pose to the ecosystem. Last year, he was the direct runner-up to the grand prize winner. Representatives from Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission announced Cyke's win in a Tuesday morning meeting in Duck Key. This year, more than 800 people from 33 states, and Canada participated in this challenge. So, Scott, the pythons, they're not indigenous animals to the Florida area, I believe, right?
Yeah, right. Invasive species, I think is what they call them.
They're very good. That's a better way of putting it. They're an invasive species. Thank you, Scott. And so, yeah, apparently they have this competition every year and people go out. They use their hands from mostly what I see, Scott. They look at these people like wrangling them with their hands, bro. Are you a snake guy? Would you do this?
Yeah. Actually, man, growing up as a kid and everything, I was always the kid grabbing the snakes and stuff. And I had a pet one of these Burmese pythons. I had a pet one for a few years. Got about 6 foot, and I had to let him go, or not let him go. I sold him because he's getting a little too mean for me.
Oh boy, you didn't let him go. Okay, all right.
Stormee held him. Stormee had him.
Yeah, he wrapped all the way around me. And I think when I was pregnant, actually.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, so apparently because they're invasive, they have these people and they just come out and a lot of times they say they do it at night from what I understand so they can see their eyes, Scott.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I ain't doing none of this. I've never been a snake guy, and I'm certainly not going to invite myself to go out and find snakes through like the parts of the Florida Everglades and high grass areas where I can't see what's coming or whatever. But the Grand Prize winner removed 20, Scott. 20.
20 of them. Man, they got a problem in there.
Yeah, I think they do have the number. They said they moved 195 this year, Scott. 195 Burmese pythons were out there and taken out of the wild, buddy. So they kind of do this to keep everything in check, keep the populations in check. So there you go. But I can't touch this. I ain't doing it. Let's see what everybody's saying.
Look at the world's the world's changed us in our lifetimes. There was a time in the beginning you would never think those wasn't in Florida. And now here in Illinois, we got armadillos. That wasn't a thing.
Yeah, that was always like a desert, thing as far as I ever knew, Scott, like armadillos.
Yeah.
Right.
There was a bear around here not too long ago.
Bears,
too.
yeah, bears now.
And I know where El Chapo, El Chapo, the famous drug cartel guy, he had his own zoo and he would import animals. And then some of them escaped when the care of the zoo went less and less and he got put in jail, Scott. So now there are animals that have escaped El Chapo's compound. And now they're, basically invasive species where he moved animals to. So, yeah. Let's see. Mandy Diff says, "Hi, I'm high nerd. LOL, I'm kidding. No one is righteous. No one. That's right. The whole world has gone crazy." Cyke Clyde checks in and says, "Hoya, sorry, I got stuck listening to Bubba and lost track of time this morning. Jesus." Well, how are you going to be someplace that isn't the home of Cyke Labs and hanging out? The world has gone crazy, says Blumos. It's always been crazy. We're just along for the temporary ride. Blumels, and I don't know what your view is on this, guys, but yes, I think as children, we maybe thought our innocence allowed us to think that the world wasn't crazy. But when we grow up now, we kind of see that people in the past were crazy and there were some shady characters. I don't know, is that your point of view? Or do you think the world, also the world is getting crazier too, though, I think it's a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Getting the older you get that perspective or whatever. You look back on things and why do you see the signs, this and that?
Yeah, things seemed innocent because for our lack of knowledge back in the day. Yeah. But then you get a little older and you realize that there were people doing shitty stuff back in those days too. But yeah, it doesn't seem great what's going on nowadays. Bobby Nick found the bottle cap right up in his arse. I didn't even see your chat, nerd, until I reread it. I'm blind, says Mandy Diff. Hoya, Cyke from the Space Nerd. Bumble says, Cyke, today's show was one of the best in a long time, in my opinion. Gene Lasker is an American hero. Jerry Lane, thank you, my friend. When we going out? BF looks 45 tops. 45, 35 maybe. You guys, come on. Keep it up. Come on. Yeah. Cyke, give nerd and Cyke Ahoya. BF wears makeup, Jerry. No filter, no makeup. You get me raw and ugly the way I come out of bed. I wash my face and I get on here. I used to breed reticulated pythons. Reticulated. I used to breed reticulated pythons. You can grab them by the neck easy. Had a 16-foot female and a 29 others. Full-grown erectics get over 25 feet. The longest snake in the world, says Cyke. And there was a more you didn't even know you needed to know about snakes and whatnot. Mandy is getting the love from Blummel's defense lawyer. Mandy says, me 44. I thought BF Live was same. He doesn't look his age one bit. Oh, shucks. You're right, Mandy. Oh, shucks. Thank you. Me 44. Me not 44. Okay. Put a black light on them and their eyes will shine red. Like a gator's eye, says Stephen Bull. He knows what's up with some pythons. Those snakes are there to say, says Terry Nee. I have a feeling you're right, buddy. They only pull like 195 at them, and they're who knows how many more are there. So the best they're going to do is kind of control it there, Scott.
Yeah. I don't know how many they have at a time, but I think they have a large brood or whatever they call it.
Wow. Hoya Nerd and Hoya Blummels, I'm not caught up yet, though, listening to old shows still, talking about Bubber, I think. Until you have held a python, you haven't lived. Whoa. I know, well, you guys have messed with the snakes, and we've seen some of your snake videos and pictures and stuff before, right?
Yep.
Tay Boogie's a snake man.
Yep, Tay
Two
Boogie.
icon and the one.
I thought so, Cyke. Cyke lets us know that armadillos were a Texas thing. Yeah, I always associated that with a warmer climate there, Cyke. I wouldn't expect Scott to mention that there were armadillos in like southern Illinois or wherever you emanate from. Cyke, oh, okay. Hello, my bad. I know you're busy, says Blummels. We are doing. Stephen Bull says, I grew up with dillos. I'm glad you said dillos. I thought I said dildos. Look, Stormy's laughing too. They are all over Texas and even big piney woods, East Texas. Deserts,
He spelled dildo wrong.
Yeah, he did. He meant dildos. Forests, pastures near rivers and lakes all over. See, I probably learned about armadillos on like
weird
Saturday.
places to find dildos.
Yeah, it is. They got the bigger. They make them bigger in Texas, Stormy.
Yeah.
Time changes, humans don't. That's very interesting, Blummels. Times change, humans don't. And we do tend to seem to repeat and mimic a lot of some of the not great behavior that has happened prior to us. Yeah. Well,
Is it that times changed, or are people just getting more exposed nowadays? Because it seems like all these things you're finding out about happened back then. We're just now finding out.
Good point, Stormy. And that's part of the reason why we had that false sense of innocence, is because these things weren't being talked about and put in the news every day, and we didn't have so much of this thrown in our face. But maybe a lot of this was like that, but we were sheltered from it because of that.
Yeah.
I think that's a really fair point. Yeah, there was just different days. But yeah, it's kind of when I got older, I'm like, I think freaky people existed long before us. I don't think that necessarily freaky people just showed up since I've been alive and after that, you know? So
You can look at it as it's actually getting, well, it's still fucked up, but it's getting a little better just because they're being exposed, I guess, and something's being done.
Or there's awareness now.
Yep.
Mandy is blind too. Wow, wait a minute. I think she's blind about watching the chat, maybe. I don't think she meant literally. Metz checks in and says, I think the world has always been crazy. Look, there you go. That's what we were all just hitting on, Metz. See, we're all feeling you. Absolutely. I totally agree with that. You're right. I think our innocence allowed us to believe that things weren't going on because we didn't know. And now we know. Oh, Terry, look out, Terry. Good Lord, Terry, look out. Gano, Cyke, good to see you from Abby Gosling. Scientology playbook, evidence to quiet control. Reticulated Pythons is a great death metal band. Yeah, it is. I agree with that. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage now. You're not going to believe it. It's Reticulated Pythons. All right. Cyke says, not so much busy as too much crap to watch and listen to. My Asperger's makes have to listen to things in chronological order. I don't want to miss something I may need to know. Yeah, you're not wrong about that. You got to listen to chronological. Blackmail, says Jerry Lahane. My girlfriend has a pet ball python. She was very affectionate. Your girlfriend or the python? I don't know. Oh, hey, I knew this was coming from somebody. I hold a python every morning when I take a leak. Hey, there you go. You get one on that.
The old one-eyed snake.
The old one-eyed snake doing this thing. That's right. The one-eyed viper. Look out for the one-eyed viper. Matt's just getting a laugh from Blummels. Cyke Clyde says, I concur, Blummels. All 30 of my snakes were affectionate. I'd hold one a night for hours watching TV. Stephen Bull says, the thing about snakes, though, for the rest of the year, y'all ain't allowed to hunt them without special permission. Do they tend to build up in numbers? Yes, Stephen Bull, that seems, maybe they need to allow it more often. Hey, Scott, do you have a dark sarin cloud brewing for Stormee?
No.
Dark sarin. Oh, that's right. Yeah, he wants them farts, huh?
No.
One of his special dark.
I can't trust him today, man.
Oh,
I got the green apple splatters.
Ugh. Yeah, well, I'm not going to ask you to comment on that, Stormy, but we were talking about how, for whatever reason, us guys, we get all wound up before the shows and have to take lots of bathroom visits and all before the show. We were talking about that. So it's a thing. We don't know why. I was nervous at first, but once I got comfortable with her, I understood. Stephen Bull says blind assholes tend to be bad spellers, and also this stupid ass spelling corrector on the phone.
Oh, well, he the dildo thing, is that what he's referring
It must
to?
be, yeah. It must be.
We'll just leave that alone.
Blind assholes tend to be bad spellers. We're just fucking with you, Steambull. You know what's up. Hoya Gosling from our friend Cyke. Met says it's a reticulated python. Hi-oh, there you go. Is that your reticulated python, or you're just happy to see me? What's going on? It's the one-eyed viper, the reticulated python. I got something brewing. Ha ha ha. It's hacka. Hoya says brutal pain checking in, my bro. Brutal pain. He was on Replayables. We're always hanging out in the chats. He's PCL chat family. Bones up and 666, like Cyke says. Matt says to Cyke, 666 and bones up. Let's get a couple more stories here before we get into some other fun stuff. Okay, look, and here's a thing to let you know that if you care too much about getting caught up in what's going on in the world, if the world is good or bad or not, just consider this, folks, that NASA issues an alert for a stadium-sized asteroid passing to Earth on Tuesday. See? So we could spend all this time creating and making a perfect world, fighting about politics and winning our battles and getting our way, and we could get hit by a fucking asteroid. So there you go, folks. Don't sweat the bullshit. Like a friend told me one time, don't sweat the petty stuff, pet the sweaty stuff. That's right. Don't sweat petty bullshit. Love. It's all about love, man. But let's check it out about this. NASA issues an alert for a stadium-sized asteroid passing Earth on Tuesday. Oh, we just missed it. The NASA Jet Propulsion Laboratory has issued alerts for 5 asteroids approaching Earth. One asteroid is described as stadium size and will pass Earth on Tuesday. I was thinking about Nerd when I was cultivating this article. The asteroid named 2024 ON is approximately 950 feet in diameter, or about the size of a football stadium, NASA Solar Ambassador Brenda Culbertson told 27 News. I did not know that that NASA or anyone had a solar system ambassador. Have you ever heard that, Stormee?
No.
Or Scott? A solar system ambassador. Apparently, I don't know, but did they sit at the UN?
Dennis Rodman?
Wow, good one. Good point. Take me to your leader. So yeah, apparently this thing, it says I'll read to finish that. It says, she said this asteroid is expected to pass 621,000 miles from Earth, or nearly 3 times as far as the moon's average distance from us. So you can get an idea of how far these things might be away. The other asteroids under watch were described as between airplane-sized and house-sized, with the nearest asteroid coming 326,000 miles from Earth on September 16th. The next closest house-sized asteroid, 2024 RY10, will come within 1,100,000 miles from Earth. And just to give you a little perspective on how close or far these asteroids are, it says, Culbertson said the moon is approximately 239,000 miles away from Earth on average, she said. The closest asteroid is about 100,000 miles further from Earth and the moon. So that's a safe distance. So let you know that they're kind of getting close, y'all. So don't sweat the petty stuff, pet the sweaty stuff, because we could all be wiped out just like that. Ask the dinosaurs. It happened to them. All right. So let's see. I think that's kind of the end of the BF Live other news, or the BF Live not so serious news. But why don't we do this? Why don't we end this and we get into some Cyke Labs content and some other fun stuff? But that was for today. That was the BF Live other news, or the BF Live not so serious news. Let's get on with it. I can find my element. Boom. Yeah. We're here and we're doing it. Let's see. Green iguanas are not native to Florida, says our friend Terry Nee. Uh-oh. Let's see. Matt666, Brutal, and Abels 2. Blummel says Haitian iguanas are not native to Ohio. Well, Chris Abels doesn't care. He'll piss on all of them, won't he, Scott? He likes to piss on all of them.
Yeah, angry iguana.
Steven says, y'all, okay, I know y'all was just fucking with me, and I don't care. I did getting my balls busted grin. I will play with it. You mean your balls? Play with your balls? I don't know. Brutal Pain is giving the bones up to Cyke. You rang. Says Space Nerd, Yang. BDL. Bubbles Festival. Terry is getting the laughs right back. Jake has asteroids. No, he has hemorrhoids. That's the other roid. All right, well, speaking of, let's see, asteroids, hemorrhoids. It's not really a segue, but I want to know if you guys would try this. You know, Stormee, with the internet and special social media now, they have all these viral social media recipes where people are like making crock pot pies and cakes, and they're just pouring all the shit in a crock pot. And we've done social media recipes, but it's something about social media that's making people try weird combinations of shit. Check this one out. I want to know if you would try this one. This is let's make ranch dressing shots. Yes, ranch dressing. Let's see what goes in a ranch dressing shots. We've done ramen shots here. I think we did the mac and cheese shot, and Jerry Shepherdini famously did that live right here on BF Live, where he put the macaroni cheese and vodka, and he did that here on BF Live. Scott drank raw ramen powder the other day and nearly did the cinnamon challenge on himself, turned it into the ramen challenge. But let me know if you would drink this. Let's check out the ingredients and let me know if you would drink this. BF, it's copyright music. BF. Two shots of vodka. Now 2 parts milk. Ooh, what the fuck? You lost me right there at milk and vodka, Stormee.
Yeah, me too.
I don't even like milk and Pepsi. I sure ain't drinking milk and vodka.
I don't like milk as much.
Yeah. You know your dad loves milk.
Yeah, I know.
Some milk.
Yeah, I don't like vodka.
All right, Scott. 2 shots of vodka. 2 shots of milk. And now they're putting half the ranch packet in, buddy. Hidden Valley Ranch. Water, milk, no, vodka, milk, ranch, and ice. BF, you don't need audio for that anyway, BF. There you go. It's copyright. There you go. So they're making the, look, they put a little celery and a little, bottoms up, folks.
Gross.
I want to see the person's face, Stormee, after they drink it. You didn't see that. Oh, there you go. So let me know. What do you think, folks?
There's no way that's good.
All right, people, and I don't know, people, and you know, I didn't find any clips, Stormee, but you know, I could easily get on here and find somebody going, "This was really great. I can't believe this. This was so good." You know, you will find somebody.
I'm sure.
Oh wow. Let's see. Brutal Pain. There's his answer. He's like, nope, not having it. Brutal Pain voting no. You won't come on Replayables and do a ranch dressing shot, Brutal Pain? Stephen Bull says, I want to be you right now. Oh, Space Nerd says, Stephen Bull, I want to be you right now. Not be able to see anything. Jerry Lahane says, NASA lies by omission, by not saying things, Jerry Lahane says. And Jerry Lahane, you can find him on social media. He's got pictures of Mars. He sees people. Jerry Lahane sees everything. Stephen Bull says, I think I'm a fixin' to feel wicked spacey. I hope you don't mean Kevin Spacey. Hope you mean high. Blomo simply says about this shot, why? Why? And that's the best question we've heard so far. Cyke, his vote says F no. Gosling is just throwing out the puke, holding it back. Jerry Lahane says Earth, Moon, Mars have advanced underground cities. They're my favorite band too. Earth, Moon, and Mars. Earth, Moon, Mars, and Fire, something like that. Cyke Clyde says, I don't drink, but if I did, I would not drink that. Blomo's defense lawyer says about the ranch dressing shot, this is why the world hates us. Brutal Pain says that's disgusting. Donkey Kongton says, I knew the world was crazy by the time I was 6. There you go. But did you know the levels of crazy, Donkey? Yeah, we start picking up those things when our parents start acting up, or we see like an odd fight or something. You start picking up like, hey, man, I think these people ain't as stable as I might once thought they were. But then, yeah, and then you get a little older and you realize the levels it goes. He says, I like that Steven, the last thing Steven says, because Steven says, I'm thinking I feel wicked spacey. Let's see where we left off. Clyde, yo, my Noga from Donkey Kongington.
I got someone at the door. I'll try to be right back.
All right, and Stormee up too. We're hanging out here. All right.
My cat has been bugging me all morning, and she keeps trying to climb up my leg.
Wow, we got the cats going. Whoa, sounds like you're not taking no for an answer. Okay. Tyranny says it's like white Russians. They sprayed dance floors throughout the 80s. What? They're right, the Russians. Clyde Minoga. Matt says it would probably be better with buttermilk. Ooh, you want buttermilk ranch. Ooh. That's even more of a bar factory to me, Stormy. I don't know.
Yeah,
Bar factor, bar factory. What to say? Okay, cool. Cool. Neat. Let me see. Mars, Wind, and Fire. That's right. Do you remember when we took over your planet in September? Almost knows what's up. Donks is getting the love. All right, so that was the drink right there, the ranch dressing drink. So I'm going to say that was probably a firm no on the ranch dressing shot there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see. We can get into check off some of the stuff here, Stormy. Boom, boom, boom. Yep. Oh, let's get into some Cyke. We can get into some Cyke Labs content here. We can do that. Brutal Pain says, I can see using it as a prank and putting it on someone's salad or something like that. Yeah, or making them think that's a White Russian. Maybe like Terry Nee says, make them think it's like a White Russian, but put that drink in place and they go, that's not McDonald's. That's not a White Russian. Oh, shit. Why don't we do this now? Because I'm so happy to have cool creative people like Stormy help me build this show and get the show where it is today. Creators and producers. We got like Cyke Labs and all kind of cool people in the chat. So why don't we go? I'll go to my brand and I'll run the element. We'll do that now. Let's get into some of the latest, greatest, cool shit from Cyke Labs.
Cyke.
Yeah, Cyke Labs. Space Chief 75 store is running. Link in the chat. Blumble Defense Lawyer says, love you guys. Thanks for the great show. Hope to see you, Stormy, on the show more often. Hey. I can go for V8, no can do. Vodka, pepper, lemon squeeze, Bloody Mary once in a while. And you probably think that's a health drink, don't you, Jerry Lahane? It's like, hey, I made it with V8. V8's a base, like a health drink, with just a little bit of alcohol in it. I think my sister used to try to pull that with my oldest sister, Margie. Rest in peace. Is that the same cat I help you need,
helped
Stormy?
me name. So Wendy named my cat Belle. Yeah.
I do remember when you got the cats and Wendy was helping you name them.
Yep.
I do remember that. All right. Well, I'm glad Wendy's here. I'm glad Stormy's here and everybody's checking in today. Why don't we get into this? Stormy's like, I come on the show and Bobby, Nick, and Scott ditch you. Oh, fuck. Ain't that something? Well, thank you for being here, Stormy. All right. Well, let's get into it. And it is kind of timely, and I don't mean to, pluck too many feathers, but we kind of, I want to go back and look at kind of some of the greatest stuff that Cyke Labs has did that got the most hits. So let's start off with that one. The most views. I said I'm gonna go back and play the one that got the most reaction so far, the most views. And I don't know if you might believe it, you might not, but you can help Cyke boost up his views and boost up his subscribers and all that stuff by clicking on the Cyke Labs link that's constantly running in the show chat today. It's absolutely free to go over there and click subscribe and watch these at your leisure. But I went back and looked and I said, what is the one with the most views? I said, I'm going to bring that to BF Live's Cyke Labs content feature today. And today it is Johnny singing as Pete DiLorenzo. Has the most views so far on anything on the Cyke Labs page. So I figured let's enjoy that since it has the most views.
Stay just a little bit longer. Oh, won't you stay just a little bit longer? Whatever. If the promoters don't mind, and the roadies don't mind. I don't know. It's a great song. Say you will. Oh, I can't do the full song. Cyke, thanks for the $2. Can you sing us a little something, please? And thank you. Sing me a song, your piano man. Sing me a song tonight. 'Cause we're all in the mood for a melody, and you make us feeling all right. Oh, la da di di da, la da di di da, di di da, dum 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 Taking alone on a holiday. Mm-mm. Same fucking fly. Bop, ba, ooh, bop, bop.
But
Bop, bop, bop.
he can't remember the name words to
How
bop.
it goes. Bop, oh. All of these nights cross my face. Tells you a story of who I am. So many stories of where I've been and how I got to where I am. But these stories don't mean anything when you got no one to tell them true. It's true. I was made for you. Sorry, I gotta get my voice back.
He swears he's something, Stormy. He's the crooner.
Hold on.
Wow.
So this was a
Boom!
Look at this. This was an early Cyke jam. Stuttering John as P.T. Lorenzo. And I did that for two reasons, because I wanted to know what was the most viewed thing on your page. And I think it illustrates how far you've come along, Cyke. And you're going to see that in the upcoming videos. Have you been seeing much Cyke stuff, Stormy? I know you kind of been in and out of stuff.
Yeah, I am. That's something that I'm hearing though whenever I do look on like Twitter and stuff.
That's cool. He's getting a lot of love from Bob and the network lately because he's doing some good stuff. I'll play a couple more for you. It says, and the first thing I ever sent BF to play was Pete. Also got me on the TSN first, so that's good. Space Nerd says it's good, but so grody. Grody to the max, Space Nerd. Oh, gag me with a spoon. What was his tagline? Not sure. Howdy, says Gas is checking in. Cyke said this was before he did the voice swapping, right? So you've really evolved, buddy. They've gotten so much better. Haha, stupid Dookie to sing some ICP. Somebody singing Clown Posse. Well done, Zoom, says Jerry Lahane. Let me say, let's get into the next piece of Cyke Labs content I want to share with you today. I got that one. So that was the one that had the most views on it. This one, I think it was a close second here, but I'll show you another one after this commercial break, Stormy. I'll show you another one.
Okay.
From Cyke Labs. Here we go. Take a little commercial. We start doing commercials here on BF Live. Here we go.
Hi, I'm Fred from Dirt Cheap. What better gift for any occasion than a package of some Dirt Cheap? Cheap, third. Yes, it's cheap, but most of all, it's fun.
Cheap.
The recipient will love it, and best of all, the more she drinks, the better you look. I don't know about you, but I need all the help I can get. Please come visit us. We are grateful for your business. Thanks. Be careful out there. Enjoy the journey.
Enjoy the journey with Bob Levy. I hear you laughing, Stormy, because we talk about it a lot, how his face seems to work on everything, like you guys used to say about me.
Yeah, it's weird.
It is. It works real good on everything. So, oh boy, and then this is a doozy, Stormy. So, and this is two great people that I know you know very well. So let's check them out. This was a great mix. I had no idea this was coming. This is Bobby Levy McDonald. Bobby McDonald.
Oh my God.
Yes, Bob Levy and Frankie mixed together.
This is Frankie McDonald, my own TV station live. It's in Nova Scotia. Major heat wave is headed towards Portland, Oregon on Friday, September 6, 2024. Temperatures
Once
going to be
again,
really
looks
high.
great.
It's going to be well over 100 degrees Fahrenheit. That's above 37 degrees Celsius in Portland, Oregon, surrounding areas. It's also going to affect Slam, Oregon, Uji, Oregon, and Medford, Oregon, and Interior Oregon, including coastal areas of Oregon. I want everyone to wear your sunscreen, hats, and sunglasses. Do not wear dark colored clothes. Wear light colored clothes when you go for a walk. Don't walk too far during heat wave support in Oregon.
Hearing Bob with the Canadian accent.
Everything
Too
ready.
fire.
Drink a lot of water. Have your fancy air conditioners ready. Turn on your fancy air conditioners. Keep the house cool.
Fancy air conditioners.
For them to get cooled off for people living in Portland, Oregon, and its surrounding areas as well. Temperature is going to be really hot on Friday, September 6, 2024 for people living in Portland and its surrounding areas as well. Be extra prepared. Don't walk too far. Drink a lot of water. Live in your outdoor 10 feet for people living in Portland, Oregon, including Vancouver, Washington, surrounding areas as well. Heat wave for everybody living in Portland, Oregon. Be prepared for a massive heat wave on Friday, September 6, 2024. Take care. Stay safe. Don't get to a hot steak. We'll be safe.
I think that's my favorite part about that one, Stormy, is hearing Bob talk in a Canadian accent.
Yeah, that's
when
weird.
Frankie's Canadian dominates the accent. That
That's
was funny right there.
That is
Let me acknowledge the generous. He's been showing up and helping me so much. The generous Daniel August with the $19.99 super chat. Checking in. Thank you, Daniel August. I appreciate that, brother. What's up, BF? Here is 20 for hump day. Well, let's hump, my friend. Come on, let's hump. Let's get it. Come on. We gonna hump. Well, that's the wrong thing. Thank you, Daniel August. I was looking for my hump sound effect, my little. There it is. That's hump. We're going to get on the hump today, Daniel August. Hey, man, if you're going to be around, we're doing midweek freaks and we're playables tonight. You know what we do there. Thank you for the 20, Daniel August. Stephen Bull says the Rev Bob got a set of new toofs for the price of $8 and 2 camels. Have you been hearing about that? You know that Gina and Bob is currently over in Turkey now, right?
Yeah, I heard that.
Ain't that something? Something checked out. Let's see.
And then there was one.
Yeah, who? Let's see what happened. Yeah. Somebody came in and went back out. I just saw somebody go out.
Maybe it's the internet connection now or something.
Maybe. SG fanboy checking in with the salute. Salute to you, SG fanboy. Brutal Pain says he looks like somebody he recognizes. Looks like
Chris fucking Abel.
he looks like Chris Abels. I don't know. Frankie McDonald. Dan August was a TV show in the 70s. I wasn't familiar with that one. Dan August. Thank you, Daniel August, for the 20, man. I appreciate your support. BF has me so confused now. Is Stormee black also?
Yes.
Yeah, she's a soul sister from way back. Hey, girlfriend, come on. This BF and Stormee show, girl. What she doing there, girl? Come on. What she want to watch today? You want to watch some Stuttering John? Come on, man. That's right. Stormee always talks like a sister. Well, here you go. Well, while we ponder if Stormee is actually a sister or not, we'll let Stephen Bull think about that, and we'll come back right after this commercial break.
A, B, D, D, E, F, D, H, I, D, D, that don't need to be.
Yes, Crackhead Bob Levy. That's it.
A, D, E, D,
drugs are bad.
T, T, E, T.
I don't know whose teeth he used for that either.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Partnership for Drug Free America. Crackhead Bob Levy commercial. Cyke Labs here on BF Live. That was a great mix too. Crackhead Bob Levy. Scott is a Samoan, right? Not sure.
Sure.
Brutal Pain says, I'm half black from the waist down. Yeah. The bottom half. I'll help you with that. You said the bottom half, but I knew what you meant from the waist down. Is that right? Let's see. Yeah. Uh-oh. There you go. Well, let's see. Let's run a couple more commercials here, and then I'll leave you with the last piece of great Cyke Labs content here. I want to thank Stormee for sticking around, even though all the boys ran out on her. They're like, Stormee's here. We gone. I don't know what's going on, but let's see.
3, 2, 1. Patty, y'all, this year's bike. Down at Mike's Golf Shop, where we buy golf. That's right. We buy golf clubs. Mike's Golf Shop. Come on over here. We buy golf clubs.
We buy golf
over
clubs.
Mike's Golf Shop. Come on down here. We buy golf clubs.
See, every face, Stormee. Heavy, skinny, doesn't matter.
Right. We buy golf clubs.
We buy golf
We buy golf clubs. We buy golf clubs. We buy golf clubs. We buy golf clubs.
I guess he buys golf clubs. There you go. So that's great stuff, man. I'm having so much fun, Stormee, like meeting other creators and stuff and sharing stuff like Cyke Lab stuff.
Yeah, it's always fun.
This is very, very awesome. So there you go. All right, and I'll leave you with the last thing. This last thing, like I said, I will remind everyone again to please subscribe to Cyke Labs. It's absolutely free to subscribe. It's different than membering up. You can just hit the thumbs up, subscribe that you like it and all that stuff. Get all the notifications. And then when you want to see this stuff in its entirety, please, whenever you can, at your leisure, go to Cyke Labs and check some of this stuff out. And thank you, Cyke, for providing us with all of this cool stuff. Let me go up here, mark that off. And let me show you the last thing. So this is, once again, he's he's sharing some miserable men stuff, Stormee. Cyke is such a fan of this stuff, going back to the miserable men
I've
days.
seen some of those clips. I actually found some streams that are unlisted right now that I can send him links to.
There you go. Well, thank you. That's cool. And see, Stormie's out there. She's always hawking and finding stuff out there and finding stuff that maybe has different names on it or maybe doesn't have the right labeling on it or it's kind of flying under the radar. So I know that I talk with you can probably get a hold of Cyke on Discord or something. I don't know if you two have a connection or whatever as far as sharing links and all, but he does this great thing. He has all of this miserable men stuff from 2007, and we're doing like miserable moments in news history with Bob attempting to read the news. And Dr. Beetle was a thing we showed yesterday. Today, I'm going to show you, this is Bob Levy Speaks on Miserable Men. And this is 11 minutes long, but once again, I'm not going to play the whole 11 minutes here. I will advise you to go watch this in its entirety after the show at Cyke Labs on YouTube. But let's listen to a little bit of the fun the boys had back in the days. This is from September 16th, 2007, from Sirius Satellite Radio. This is Bob Levy Speaks, a little segment from Sirius Satellite Radio.
Here we go. And now, Miserable Men is proud to present another installment of Bob Speaks with Bob Levy.
Yeah, welcome everybody to the game show that's sweeping the nation, Bob Speaks. I have a word for you, Bob. It's in an email here. It's by a gentleman by the name of Joe Schmo, and here's his word. C-L-I-C-H-E.
You're correct.
Click. Right. Go ahead. Clock's running.
Click.
Click. Is that your final answer?
See.
Yeah. I'd like to call a lifeline. Clicky.
What?
Clicky.
Click. Click. Feel European.
I'm sorry, Bob. Mike, you want to tell him the word?
It's cliche.
Cliche.
Oh, fuck. I thought it was like clicky.
All right. Let's take a woman here, I think, has a word. I think Bob will get this one, but Stephanie?
Uh-oh.
Yeah?
Please spell your word for Bob.
L-A-U-N-D-R-Y.
Well, easy. Slow down before I drive a car on your chest. What is it?
Monte Carlo.
Yeah. L-A.
L-A-U-N-D-R-Y.
L-A-U-N-D-R-Y.
Why?
Laundry. Something you should be doing right now instead of calling up.
I am doing it, you motherfucker.
Now make me a sandwich.
I was like, I think one of these things somebody tried to hand him, but entrepreneur, and he like got it right away. Like there's certain ones, Stormee, that you swear they're going to fool him, but some of these longer words he gets because he'll pick up a little keyword or a syllable in it or something.
That's crazy.
Okay, thanks for the call. Let's go to Jerry in Arizona. Jerry,
hey, what's up, guys?
How you doing, buddy?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Once again, we're playing Bob Speaks, 888-STERN-101. If you have a word you'd like them to try and pronounce. And now, please spell your word.
Okay, it's K-R-A-V-M-A-G-A.
Whoa. Kermagger?
What is it?
Kermagger?
Take it down. Break it down. Take your time.
Major.
Close. You're in the right area.
Cool. Maggot.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
What is it?
It's Krav Maga.
The martial arts. I was confused on that one, Stormee.
I was a little bit too.
I'm doing key. I'm like trying to think in
It's
my
an
head.
Israeli martial arts.
It's martial arts from Israel.
That's right.
Oh, good. Yeah. I'm going to need that.
I thought that was jiu-jitsu.
Jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, I did. That's why I went to it. Very nice. Jiu-jitsu.
Right on.
But I know, Stormee, you can appreciate how young these guys sound compared to what we know of them nowadays, right?
Crazy. It's weird to hear this. Yeah.
Everybody says they sound like babies, and Cyke has to point out some people like Gino Bisconti is even part of some of these. A very young Gino, and he sounds like a kid too. Gino and a young Don Jameson, all of these guys were much younger on this thing. I'll play a little more.
Jiu-jitsu. No. All right, Swanee in Wisconsin.
You're an evil Jew.
I'm sorry. What can I do? I can't just let people plug their MySpace, Miserable Men MySpace.
Jiu-jitsu.
Anyhow, Swanee in Wisconsin.
That would be
please
good.
spell your word.
Why does
Yes.
why does Shuli? Okay, this is gonna sound like a diss on Shuli a little bit. Sorry,
okay.
but why does he sound like more Valley Girl-ish? Like
I don't know. You know, Howard Stern used to talk about that too. When he goes back and listens to his young team, he's like, "Hey, everybody, this is Howard Stern. You're talking real high. I think because I think it's a combination of the youth and maybe the stress that's on you. You don't really realize it. You're doing this. And I remember Howard saying it took him many years to kind of relax and not to talk so high because you're always at the mic like this and you're talking like this. So yeah, that's my best explanation, Stormee. I think if they're young and maybe he was keyed up about trying to wrangle that show and can keep that show under control. That's my best guess about that.
It's funny though.
Let's see. Chris Abels checks in while we're pausing and says, "Holy shit, is that Stormee? Hoya!"
Chris fucking Abels?
He knows it's been a minute. He says, "Hola, everyone." Stormee says, "Hello, Chris Abels," right back. Daniel August checks in with another generous $4.99, and he says, "I used to moonlight as a detective in the 70s. Now I give my BF all of my royalties." Daniel August, my favorite private dick. How you doing, man? Thank you for the $19.99 and now the $4.99, buddy. Thanks for sharing those royalties with me. Chris fucking Abel, says Mandy.
Chris fucking Abels?
That's right. I wonder what he buys. I'm not sure. Let's see. Mandy Diff is giving the love to Chris Abels. Hoya, Chris Abels from Nerd. Chris is getting the bones up from Brutal Pain. Chris Abels says, Brutal, I think he said they buy golf clubs. They buy golf clubs. They buy golf clubs. Stormee was nice enough to keep throwing out Cyke Labs link in there. You got to watch that stuff at your own leisure, folks. If you want to relive those days and relive them in a funny way that's Cyke doing face swaps, you can't beat it right there. You got to go to Cyke Labs. Space Nerd is getting the love from Chris Abels. Donkey Kongton says, if anybody would like me to mail you a kitten, hit me up. You don't you do it. Don't you do it. They don't like that. All right. Donkey Kongton getting the love of the cheers from Chris Abels. Brutal Pain says she's going to send him to meet spin. All right. Chris Abels getting love from Donkey Kongton. Oh, MySpace. There you go. When do we get meat spin? Send him to meat spin. I'm like, I don't know that website there, Brute. I'm glad you corrected that. Gino is from Delaware. Used to do quizzos at a local club. Yes, he did say that, Jerry. Do you remember that, Stormee, that Gino has told that story? That's kind of how he got his start doing like quiz shows at bars or something.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember him talking about that.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting way. And he used to do like a local kind of Delaware magazine kind of video show, kind of put that on the town. Jerry knows his stuff. Yeah. Gino used to be funny. That's another thing we've observed about Gino too, is that he's gotten kind of older and distant and bitter and kind of I don't like his level of or his lack of kind of respect or appreciation for Bob lately. All that stuff.
That's true.
That is just how people from Israel talk, Jessica says.
Is it?
You're hucking me. I think Canoe keeps the funny sucked out of Gino now. She sucked all out of him. I don't know. If you watch the end of the In Hot Water kind of run on Compound, it was already kind of going that way, you know? It's unfortunate because, yeah, Gino does have tendencies. He could be like fun and be gregarious, but he's just so political and so loud and so all over the place. Chris and Homie are good people, says Stephen Bull. Happy Gosling simply says, Durker. Thank you, Stephen Bull from Chris Abels. Chris Abels says, Happy Gosling, cheers. Happy Gosling, Gano to Chris Abels. Yeah, Chris. Gano, my friend. Gano. That's right. What do you know? Well, I could know that I played you 3 minutes of that. It's 11 minutes long. If you want to see all of it, like I've been saying, go to Cyke Labs. But for now, for today, that was Cyke Labs segment here on BF Live.
Cyke.
That's right. I'm always happy to show you that. Get in my new studio and get back in my regular room here on BF Live. Gano from Space Nerd. Abel's getting the love from Cyke Clyde. Donkey says, yeah, Bobby, I agree with what you was saying when I wrote this. There you go. Well, that's a good thing. All right. Well, I trust you're having fun here on BF Live. We're doing it. Let's change gears a little bit here. Clyde. You know how he got that name, right, Stormy? Do you know the origin of Clyde?
No.
You just like I got Buffalo, Bob Levy.
Oh gosh, I should have known that.
Yeah, Bob Levy looked up real quick on one of the shows and said, Clyde. Clyde. So now he's Clyde.
That's funny.
Yeah, it is one those names stick. We love you too, Cyke, man. I'm looking forward to doing some more stuff with you as time goes by. Why don't we do this? I'm very happy to have friends old and new back. Happy to have Stormy back on after a while here on BF Live on the day side. Yeah, so everything's good with you and the family though, right? Everything's good?
Yeah, everything's good. We're just settling down and everything and trying to get back to school and stuff like I said, but it's just been hectic for a while, but it's going okay now.
Did the kids do the obligatory I came home sick from the first week of school? Did you get any of that?
Actually, no. Both my kids love school.
No, I didn't mean sick of school. I meant like once you get all the germ factory going when they get around each other.
That's starting now. That's
starting now.
Yeah.
I always remember like the first week after I sent the kids back. Normally by the end of that first week, they come in with, I'm not sure I'm feeling so good. And you're like, fuck. Yeah. Just keep them healthy all summer. They go back in that Petri dish.
Yep. My daughter had to stay home. I don't know. It was like 3 or 4 days because she was sick not too long ago. But now they're both starting to, with the weather changing, starting to cough a lot and get snotty and
getting snotty. That does it too. Yes, the weather changing and going back to school is a double whammy.
Yes.
Stephen Bull says, I heard that one of Jake's ex-lovers walked in on him the other night and shot him. Is that true? They found Jake lying in a pile of debarked fish sticks.
Yeah, I don't know what happened with that, but I had a message from somebody. They're like, do you know how to get a hold of Jake? We need to make sure he's okay. So I guess that was like legit being worried about him.
That was playing out like last week here on this show, and that people were coming in the chat saying, hey, I saw this concerning video. We heard a noise, and then Jake was gone, and it was like he was off the screen for a long time. Everybody was like really worried about him like last week or something.
Did he ever answer for that and explain?
I'm trying to remember. That's why I need Bobby, Nick, and Scott here to help me. They're my other brain cells. But yeah, I understand. Obviously, he's okay after the fact, and I believe that I know Joey C and all of those guys and Jason Bardo X like that night they were calling him to make sure he was okay, Stormy. So I knew he was okay enough. I didn't really get none of the motivation or the story about the why he did it or what was actually the thing.
Yeah.
But people were speculating some bad stuff. Clyde says he did it on accident, and I kind of blew it off, but now he straight up only calls me Clyde in the chat, but he will say Cyke for my plugs. Ha ha ha. Yeah, he's always Clyde now. That's exactly right. BF cesspools. Real pain. Jake's competition went down, or compensation went down, maybe. That's all. Yes, he did. 2 days later, though.
Oh, his new computer?
Oh.
Did he get a new computer?
Oh. I don't know. Oh, well.
Oh, he's crying. He needs a new computer.
Yes. And why do you think he might be doing this, Stormy?
Jake, you're so
funny.
Why
is he doing this, Stormy?
Yeah, he needs a new
Because
computer.
Wendy acquired a new computer recently, didn't she?
Yeah.
Yes, and Jake demands parity among all podcasters. Like, hey, if you give them $100, you gotta give me $100. Fuck them, fuck you. You gave them a computer, you gotta give me a computer too, man. Oh shit!
Yeah,
that's exactly what it
is. A little
is.
different. People might be willing to do some of that stuff sometimes a little bit more. I don't know though.
That's exactly what needs I need a new computer too. Fucking they send Wendy ones and she puts them in the fucking garbage and everything. Fuck that. All right. Well, why don't we do this? It's 10 minutes after the 2 o'clock hour. I'm going to hang around until at least the 3 o'clock hour. And one of the things I like to do here on BF Live is I like to go to the National Day calendar and see if there's any kind of weird, wacky holidays we should celebrate in here on BF Live with a National Day. Hey, hey.
3, 2, 1.
Let's get into it now.
I think it's National Cheeseburger Day.
How did you know that? You looked
because
ahead?
when I was on my stream earlier, Wendy was over there talking about it.
All right, then let's get into it. You're right. That was amazing. I thought you were cheating like Dave Daffler and Terry Nee. They used to try to get ahead of me on the show and all. That's amazing that you knew that. But yes, let's get into the National Day calendar because that is one of them. Cyke Lab says his laptop died, and there's no question mark on that. So that means my dude's laptop died. Apparently, no wonder he's on the son of a bitch so much.
Oh yeah.
Oh, his laptop died. It seems very convenient, Stormy. I think me and Stormy we're suspicious of this one for sure.
Yeah, I definitely am.
His computer died. Yeah, Jake very much demands parody. Like, hey, I want some too, man. Giving her love. SG Fanboy says, Cyke Clyde, Bob has called me SJ Fabboy a few times. There you go. That's your new name, Fanboy. You got to change it. I won't lie. It always stings a little. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Well, see, that's the great part of when Bob gives you a name, brother, is that you can own it for a whole nother reason, man. So don't get caught up on the SG Fabboy stuff. Cyke Clyde says, Wendy owes someone for that computer, though, she said, right? I mean, we know she wants to pay, but she says she owes for it. What do you know about the arrangement? Do you know anything about the arrangement details?
I honestly don't know anything about that arrangement, and I didn't realize that she actually got a new one officially. I thought she was trying to get her old one fixed and sent back to her, and I don't understand the whole thing, but
yes.
With that, I try to only get the information that's given to me, like, openly in front of people, because I don't like to get involved with other people's money and this, that, and the other.
Because there's lots of stories that go backstories about if she needs them or not, who's sending them, is she paying for it, and there's a lot of drama that can go on around, and there's a lot of drama that already had gone around trying to help Wendy get a computer and others get a computer. So I know you've already been down that road, but she showed up about, I want to say about 2 weeks ago, 10 days ago, 2 weeks ago, saying Bobby Nick saying that she has a new computer all of a sudden. And I did hear like a kind of a passing comment about, I don't know if somebody's working with her and she's going to pay them off, but I don't know how well that's going to work out, Stormy.
I don't know. There's no telling, honestly.
She's always raising money for some kind of cause or anything. Brutal Pain knows is cheeseburger day. Well, look, we're going to have to get right into that one. Always some kind of food element comes up here on BF Live. Here's a shout out to Christina C. She is a sweetheart and a kind lady, says Stephen Bull. I got a picture and met Christina C. Yo, Mrs. Joey C. I met her up in Rochester. Cyke Clyde says, LOL fanboy, as long as he knows you as SJ fanboy, then he knows you. That's right. Bob only uses the words he knows at the moment to associate with, so he knows you. Exactly. Yeah, like you wear the badge of honor. Like Cyke changed his name to Clyde. Is it cheeseburger day today, Brutal Pain? I thought it was yesterday. I want it today. Well, you want it, you got it. Because on the national calendar, just like Stormy knew from Wendy and other shows, today is, in fact, National Cheeseburger Day. Now, this is one of the holidays I can get behind on this calendar. Maybe many of us can, Stormy. You like a good cheeseburger?
I do. I do like a good cheeseburger with some French fries.
Yeah, of course. Who don't like a good cheeseburger? Well, let's read about it. We'll talk about the many ways we enjoy them. National Cheeseburger Day on September 18th honors America's favorite sandwich with a slice of cheese. Let's celebrate this delicious food holiday together. Hashtag National Cheeseburger Day. That's not a bad one. A little golden roll. I don't know. It looks not bad. Let's see how we can celebrate this one. There's a disclaimer that says there's a promo code of cheeseburger that's valid on 9/18 for 10% off the purchase of a Steak and Shake and Red Robin gift cards at giftcards.com while supplies last. Promo code cheeseburger is a one-time use and cannot be combined with other offers. So yeah, and there's so many levels of cheeseburger you can eat nowadays, Stormy. There's like, you can just fix one. You get a cheap little one at McDonald's with a Happy Meal. You can go to like a Red Robin or someplace and you can spend a lot of money for a cheeseburger nowadays. So what is your kind of, do you have, I guess you do all of those? You got a go-to or a favorite kind of cheeseburger place?
I mean, I'd rather cook them at home over anything, I think, like on the grill or something, but
yes.
Around here, there's really not that many places, but if I had to choose, I guess it'd be Wendy's.
Wendy's? Like a Wendy's burger, like them square patties and whatnot?
Yeah, there's really not any restaurants around here that are like sit down and serve burgers.
Yeah, and we've talked about how fast food isn't the cheap kind of thing that it used to be, Wendy. We were talking about that with your dad the other day about you walk out of a McDonald's, 2 people now, you're lucky to get out there like below like $25 or something, like 2 combo meals or something.
It's crazy.
You know? It is crazy. So the prices of burgers and kind of the whole gourmet burger thing has kind of happened. People eat burgers all kind of ways. We have you have Wendy's, like you said, Five Guys, Burger King. I go on the rotation. Had me some Burger King the other day. So I do like me a good cheeseburger or double cheeseburger. And this takes note that for whatever reason, the 15th of September, apparently we missed National Double Cheeseburger Day.
Oh, so there's a double cheeseburger day. Okay.
You had to have a separate one. I don't know why they couldn't be included. It has to have its own day. But I do I don't mind me a good, not even a double cheeseburger. I don't mind either. I used to work in fast food when I was a teenager, Stormy, and we would have the big quarter-pound burgers. And back in those days, they weren't making double quarter-pound anything back in those days. So I would make that for myself at work when I worked in fast food. Make those take those 2 big quarter-pound and make me like a half-pounder sandwich. But as you know, I'm not a big condiment guy. I eat them plain with just the American cheese on them. So how do you like yours?
I mean, I like lettuce, tomato, onion, that kind of stuff, but I just like mustard. I don't like ketchup and mayonnaise and all that.
Yeah. Some people go for all that. You know, I don't need none of that stuff. I don't deal with any of that stuff.
I know. Yeah.
Cyke, I owe her $500. I'm trying to come up with the money. Wait a minute. Oh, Cyke's letting you know. Oh, her. Met says cheeseburgers. Trump paying of debts. LOL. You get a cheeseburger. You get a cheeseburger. That's right. We're gonna have the kids in. We're gonna feed them all cheeseburgers. She said she borrowed $800 from a friend and owes them for it. And Wendy verified just as much in the chat right there. Stephen Bull says, I want stink sent to me, not steak. I want stink sent to me if free kittens are offered. Oh, stink? Is the stink one of the cats?
I'm not quite sure what he's
stink or Stinky N. I don't know.
Maybe he did make a typo there. I don't know.
Here we go. We'll let's see. She was begging for money to pay her debt. LOL. Well, Cyke, if you're a longtime Stern fan, so you know that Wendy is Wendy. She is, and she's always been Wendy, and this is Wendy. So Wendy has always been running game on us or doing her thing. Wendy is Wendy, and that's what we love about Wendy. Wendy Pack says yes. The Wendy Pack says, I was not begging. She helped me. Get it, Cyke. Yeah, get it right, Cyke. FJH with the Power Rangers. Fuck Jake Hudson came. The Wendy Pack says, I'm trying to come up with the money to pay her back. Well, you could help Wendy if you want to. Come on, help Wendy out. Yeah. Wendy's always doing her thing out here. So if you want to help Wendy out, you can do that. If I can find my banners, I would put hers up real quick. Here we go. I will find it. It is
Cat Fun.
I got this one. There's Wendy's PayPal. If you love Wendy, if you've been a long time fan of Wendy's and you have it in your heart to help her, you can go to PayPal and reach her right here. When you're in the PayPal, you just type in Wendy Pack, the number 82 at gmail.com, or you can go to her Cash App. It's Wendy's Cash App. It's not Scat Fun. It's the $sign with Cat Fun, not Scat Fun. Right, Wendy? She always says that. So there you go. If you're in a helping mood, people, there you go. But Wendy's always out here doing her hustle and doing her thing, getting computers and entertaining people. Let's see where this thing jumped to. Wow, it jumped again. I need to put a lock on this thing. I'm telling you. Here we go. All right. We got that one. We got that one. Not begging. Trying to come up. I saw an ad earlier, LOL, the only reason I knew about Cheeseburger Day. Yeah, and certain, like you saw, there's certain promo codes and certain fast food places. If you go in your apps for your favorite fast food place today, you probably will score a deal on some cheeseburger because it is National Cheeseburger Day, one of our national holidays on the national calendar. Get it right, Cyke, says Wendy Pack. Go talk shit about me. Keep my name at your mouth otherwise. Let's see. Stephen Bull says, is it true that the Wendy's is going to move in with, Wendy's going to move in with Bobby Nick with her big ass gong? What the fuck? Got a big ass gong. Oh, let's see if I can find it. There it is. There's a big ass gong right there. Donkey Kong says, LOL, I'm one slip away from being Donkey Kong Kingdom. Donkey Kongington Kingdom. Yeah, man. Cyke says, hi, Wendy. I'm making your and Bobby face swap tonight. Uh-oh, look for that, Wendy. Cyke makes these cool face swap videos you see with Bob Levy and Frankie and all that. Well, now he's going to do Bobby, Nick, and Wendy. And where are you going to see that? You're going to see that here on BF Live. That should be a good one, Stormy.
Yeah, that would be interesting for sure.
Or okay. Wendy says, okay, cool. Can't wait to see that one. Cyke is simply laughing. FO cents. Wendy is going to order 100 of them.
Oh, for 50 cents. Yeah.
For 50 cents. Yeah. Uh-huh. And
well, she said earlier she orders spaghetti from Olive Garden, and it has to order up to $100, and
yes,
she orders, what was it, 6. She orders 8 orders of it, or 6
Enough
orders
to
of
add
it
up
or
to
something.
$100.
Yeah,
So they'll bring
but
it to her.
she eats 4 and then puts the rest away.
She's always had a system, and Bobby Nick has tried to tell her, Wendy, there's cheaper places that you can get spaghetti delivered to you. Probably you don't have to order 8 of them and reach the $100 level at Olive Garden or whatever she gets them from. But that's what she likes. Was that where was it Olive Garden, or did I get that right?
I think it's Olive Garden. Yeah, spaghetti and meatballs.
He always sounds my name out, so he does well. Donkey Kongington. Yes, I am when I'm going to get money. You wouldn't get the money. Faux cent, says Donkey Kongton. The Stream Elements bot is running. And Metz checks in and for the $5, thank you, and says, buy yourself a few cheeseburgers for dinner tonight. LOL. Thanks for the entertainment on my work day. Well, thank you, Metz, for joining us. Thank you, Stormee, for bringing more new people, cool people like Metz.
Yeah.
And thanks for enjoying the show, Metz. This is what I desire to do. It's kind of hook up people with some kind of middle of the day hangout and entertainment. So thank you for the $5 and joining us, and you're part of the family now. Thank you.
Yeah,
Stephen Bull says, I love cheeseburgers from Mango's. Used tires and cheeseburger shake? No, you cannot have it a mango, Stephen Bull. You're making that up. You cannot have it a mango. Brutal Pain says, I'm making homemade Frisch's Big Boy burgers tonight. The big ones. Yeah, some places have those big ignorant ones, Stormy, where they got put a knife through them because they'll tumble over otherwise.
Yeah.
That can be a little too much. I don't really like cutting into. I like where I can
be able
manage
to hold
it and bite into it. Yeah, like a proper burger. You should.
Yeah.
That's cheap as fuck. Donkey Kongton says, Brutal Pain, I want that burger you're making. Stephen Bull says, I just do mustard too. He's a fan of mustard like you.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, Brutal Pain. Chris Abel's checking in. I meant Stinky, Brian's newfound cat. Brian. That's right. Brian Clauder. Yeah, he had kittens, and apparently I saw him posting that this new cat found him the other day. And so now he's got more cats than he can deal with. Nice Brutal Pain. Met says, for 5 easy payments of $99.99, you can help Wendy settle her debts. Metz has already figured out the system. Metz knows what's up. Thanks for checking in, Metz.
I think he's known Wendy for a while, if I'm not mistaken.
And that's what I'm saying. A lot of us know Wendy from the early Stern days, and this is what we know and love about Wendy. Wendy would call in and say, hey, I'm in the parking lot, I'm getting money, I'm buying lottery tickets, I'm in dumpsters. Wendy's got all kind of wild game, and that's what we love about Wendy.
And she volunteers me to eat hot dogs covered in mayonnaise with onions.
Yeah, she had you do a challenge on her show that night. Is that what you were talking about? The dog eating challenge? And
yeah, that was awful.
Yeah, how did that all come about? I guess people on the internet were talking about, maybe was it the Coney Island thing or something?
I don't remember how it came about, but I just know that she was trying to raise money. It might have been for spaghetti, actually.
That's right, because she has had Bobby Nick do spaghetti fundraisers, basically. Bobby Nick, you got to come on and help me raise some money so I can get some spaghetti. You're not wrong. So it was a spaghetti fundraiser, huh?
Yeah, so it had mayonnaise and there was so many onions. I had heartburn for the rest of the night.
I do kind of remember that coming together. Stormy is laughing at Metz. Jerry Lehane says Wendy is a born entertainer, part carny. That's right, Wendy. Look, if you know Wendy, you love Wendy for being Wendy. Wendy has always been Wendy, and Wendy will always be Wendy because we've known of her through the Stern Show for decades. And as far as I can tell, Wendy ain't changed her stripes too much at all, Stormy.
No, she doesn't seem to have, anyways.
That's what we love about Wendy. National Potato Month. Damn it. Donkey Kongton has been trying the last 2 months, and Space Nerd, to make National Potato Month a thing, but it's not sticking yet. Well, you don't realize that you're doing this, but you're going to trigger me a little bit because let's just say I invited a certain potato to come on the show today, and he didn't show up. So I'm going to say fuck him and fuck all potatoes. No, fuck the potato. Let me say no. Actually, you might notice that in his chat today, in my chat today, even though he didn't show up, I do have his rumblings. Fuck you, Cardiff. There you go. No, there's Cardiff's rumble link. The whole Cardiff drama that's played out. He's not on YouTube anymore and all that, Stormy.
Yeah, I heard bits and pieces of it, but it's so hard to follow everything. But yeah, I've heard a little bit about it, but I don't understand.
Yeah.
what the root cause of all of it is, though.
So you're saying that it would have been a good idea if Cardiff Electric would have came on my show today and explained what happened and why he's on Rumble now?
Exactly.
That would have been a good thing.
Yeah.
Fucking potato.
Would
Nah,
have
he's been cool to me, you know, every other time that I've asked him, but basically still fuck the potato. But there you go. No. So yeah, I've kind of lost my track where I was saying fuck the potato and all, but
Yeah, just fuck the potato.
just fuck the potato in general. Yeah. No, but he was his whole channel getting thing. Well, of course it involves Stuttering John. I think they tried to watch One Too Many or something like that.
Oh, that's what it was. Yep, I remember that now.
And the
Okay.
nudity made it on screen, and apparently
Did
that's
he
what
not know there was any nudity in it?
I don't know what he knew or didn't know, Stormy, but I guess maybe he thought, because I know Bobby Nick and others have kind of watched it and clowned on it too. So
It was on Rumble though, where they watched it, I think.
maybe, but I know people have gotten away with it, and I do think there is a selective enforcement element on YouTube as to where, you know, obviously a person that draws more of a crowd is going to get more attention for showing nudity than a smaller channel, right?
That's very true. Yeah, very true.
I mean, unless it's a zero tolerance thing, that I'm not aware of the flashing of the nudity and it seemed like it was like one and done, and they nuked his channel.
How long was it up for? Did he let it play through the whole scene?
I can't say that I know all the details of it. All I remember hearing is that apparently maybe they might have been co-streaming, and he warned the other guys like OJ and all that, hey, this got me taken down, and they got it down in a timely manner is all I really follow from that.
Yeah.
But
crazy.
and you know, and then so you know, Cardiff, he's one of those rumbler guys now. I was going to invite a rumbler on here so he could actually get an audience to let people know where he is now. But yes, what he did initially, Stormy, is he made the mistake of guiding people towards his personal Rumble. And so like over 1,000 people signed up, but it wasn't his channel and they weren't getting notifications and all. See, he could have explained all this much better than me if the fuck would have came on the show. But there you go. So anyway, shout out. I saw him on the train wreck this morning with Helga and Lisa chatting it up over there. That's okay. Maybe I'll pull my shit back between my legs, Cardiff, and maybe make you feel more comfortable. I'll tuck and run and make you feel more comfortable, buddy. Nah, but he was on the train wreck with the so appropriately named show, The Train Wreck with Helga and Lisa. Do you ever see any of that show, Storm?
I haven't seen any of that.
I have gotten familiar with it through my recent friendship of knowing JJ Dabbles, and he produces that show.
Okay. I'll have to check it out.
And so it's an interesting show, and it's appropriately named. Helga is a trans person, trans male, female, I don't know way you want to say it, and Lisa, and they live together. They're an interesting couple to say the least. And the show had a different name initially, and Carl razzed JJ, gave him a little bit of trouble for changing the name to Trainwreck. But I'm going to say in this case, Carl and JJ, that's the appropriate name for that show. That show's a fucking train wreck. But the Potato was on there this morning. Essentially, he ended up like interviewing Lisa and Helga. That's kind of the way the show goes. You'll bring up something, and then Helga will go, well, let me tell you about when I back in the day, So shout out Helga and JJ and fuck the Potato. And JJ Dabbles and New Girl will be on BF Live, this show right here tomorrow. And they're going to tell you about their new podcast called Drag the Waters. She's based over in England. He's over here in the States. So they're going to get together and do a show. And so we'll get to meet them for those that don't already know them. Meet them, and they're going to kind of describe their show and hang out, as long as they're not lame like the Potato and don't show up. That's okay. Let's see. Wendy Pack says, I like him, them YouTube out there scam people, Cyke, random.
She's not like the YouTube scammer people. I think is what she means, yes.
And that's the whole thing. And I like when these come latelys want to come at Wendy. Wendy has already been out there doing this. Anybody else that's come after Wendy, they're the come latelys. They're the YouTube kind of scammer people. But like Wendy didn't have to be on YouTube to acquire her game. Wendy's been Wendy for years.
Yeah.
Met says hot dogs and mayo sounds like a porn title. A gross porn title at that. And that's another thing. I don't get caught up. So many people get caught up like a Chicago dog, like you only put this on it and you only put that on it. I don't eat condiments on nothing, Stormy, so I don't give any shits, right? But I trip out on these people that they act like it's blasphemy if you put one or the other or both on a hot dog.
Yeah, I mean, I can't eat a plain hot dog though. It has to have something on it. But I don't ever want to eat one with mayo ever again.
Mm-hmm. And going back real quickly to that fuck the Potato. I wanted to put this up because it was funny because Lisa thought that Lisa said, "You look like Burl Ives, Potato." Said the potato looked like Burl Ives throughout a Burl Ives reference. There you go.
That's funny.
Okay, but hashtag fuck the potato. Okay, but I digest. Let's see. I'm not bitter or anything unless somebody picked up on something that I'm putting out there. No moats, only landmines and red flags everywhere, says Donkey Kongton. No moats. Oh shit, says Space Nerd. Boomer nap over. Come on, Terry Nee. You're missing out on the fun when you take your boomer naps, Terry Nee. Donkey Kong says, fuck that potato. That's what he is, a potato with an E, yeah. Fuck that potato, motherfucking potato. Let me say, right, Terry Nee, you know, I know. Potato was on Trainwreck this morning. He's like, I'll try to make it if I can be. I asked him a couple days ago. YouTube can't handle seeing a boob. That's why Cardiff is gone. And isn't that ridiculous? That's what I understand, Story. It was like a flash. I don't think it was anything too blatant or anything.
Yeah, it must have been just because it's a bigger channel and lots of people watching and stuff. Because there's smaller channels where I've seen some crazy things happen.
I know that too, and that's why I do say it. It's definitely selective enforcement. So you hear, I feel bad for Cardiff. I've been trying to be supportive of him. I told him when I did share in my chat, like I am today, unselfishly. I redirected. I said, if you got 2 people that joined your page yesterday, that was because of me. If you got 2 whole new people, and you should be appreciative for that, Karma.
Yeah.
I got 2 people, Cardiff. Son of a bitch. What's wrong with new titties? I don't know. There's this fucking link again. Fuck the potato. Let me see. Terry Nee, plenty if there aren't at least natural FF cups. Oh shit, says Donkey Kongton. Lisa is trans too? I don't know if that's a statement or a question. But
I don't know.
I'm going to say, it's a definite yes. Let's see. They said their place is infested with roaches. Yes, Helga said that's why JJ's trying to have them do a cooking stream. She's like, no, our kitchen is a mess. There's shit growing all over the place. So yeah, that's not a good thing. Whoa. I'm going to take her home tonight. Donkey Kongton says Lisa played drums for Eddie Money. Get the fuck out. But Donkey, and that's the whole thing about that show. You don't know what to believe, what's true or not, Stormee.
That's funny.
You got these kind of 2 interesting kind of trans people there, and you never know what direction or everything you talk to Helga about, she has some type of life experience in.
That's funny.
Oh my God. Stephen Bull says, cool for them all, but nah, not for me. I ain't transgender at all. Says Stephen Bull. How do you know? You can't even see what you got down there. Let me see.
How do you know I'm not transgender and you're just, you're listening, you can't see.
It puts the lotion on, Stephen Bull. You look sexy to me. This is Stormee, Stephen Bull.
Terry Nee says, really, Donkey? She doesn't look trans, says Terry Nee. Well, the voice might give it a little away if you listen a little bit. Mayo is okay in a pinch, says Donkey Kongton. The Live Ween says, Stephen Bull, feel free to watch the train wreck for the entertainment factor. You don't have to blow them, you scared little kid.
Oh.
But and it's interesting. And thanks for checking in, Live Ween, kind of sneaking in here on the unnoticed thing. Stormee, you know this yourself. You go out to all these shows. We encounter every type of person online, don't you?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Every type of person.
Good and bad.
Good and bad, people that, and this and that. And a lot of these things might not be my cup of tea. I might not ever think to tuck it back or get things nipped and tucked or cut or whatever. But I've learned that, we live in a wild, crazy, diverse world, and it's not for me to judge. And it's interesting to meet interesting people and find out maybe why they're even like that in the first place. So I really try to put my judgment down on people because, hey, who am I to judge? I'm a full 57-year-old bastard over here on the internet, trying to look younger and everything. So who am I to judge anybody? But so I'm open to hearing these people's stories, even though I don't necessarily agree or would maybe partake in these lifestyles. I'm really not bothered or offended by it, Stormee. That's kind of my take on all that.
Yeah, me either, really.
I'm just like, who am I? Burl Ives was my first 45, age 3, Frosty the Snowman. Yeah. When you and that potato loving hump can go sing it together. Fucking potato. That's all right. I should have told him it was my show 150. Nothing like that. Let me see. Stephen Bull says, and when it comes to hot dogs, I do not do cheap dogs. I like quality hot dogs. Well, as far as they can be quality, yeah, like because it's basically meat pulp, so it's high quality meat pulp. There's Stephen Bull. You like that meat pulp? That's all it is. And that's another thing, Stormee, because I never asked that question of what a hot dog was when I was younger. But then you get older, you get a little wiser, you see processing things, and then you're like, oh, that's basically just meat pulp,
Yeah, it's gross, actually, when you think about it.
It is, and we talk about that a lot because my daughters always want to use to describe food that they're eating or how the process it's made as we're eating it. And to me, that is a big no-no for me. Like, I don't want to describe like when maybe you go out to a barn and do something when I'm eating a steak. I don't need to hear that information exactly right then. But they would always bring it up, and I'm like, I had to have a strict rule. Like, we don't talk about the origins of our food when we're eating it. You can do that afterwards.
Yeah, that's probably best, I would say, too.
Brutal Pain says, in any other country, boobs are in daytime TV, LOL. And I know the whole this phony morality that YouTube and everybody else tries to hold up, like the nipples are going to be the scourge of the earth, or going to be the downfall of YouTube or mankind in general. Free the booby is what I say. Donkey Kongton says, he does kind of look like Burl Ives. Fuck that potato with a red-nosed reindeer. Oh, shit. Fuck that potato with the red-nosed reindeer. Cyke Clyde says, the potato also ghosted my friend Russo. Wanted to have him on to promote Spare Me and Just Talk before the book was out and never responded after Russo asked about the date. Well, look, I'm playfully fucking with Cardiff, and it really only took me getting to know him and the fact that he's already done my show 3 times at least that I can remember off the top of my head, Stormee. And so this is totally tongue-in-cheek fucking with the potato. I like him, but fuck him. Basically, I was just kind of hoping for a show 150. He might have a minute to come in, but he's always been accommodating, so I can't be too bitter, but it is funny to be bitter, I guess. Let's see. Cardiff is cool, shrug, but he's just a creep. He's just too creepy for me. Well, that's saying a lot in this world there, Stephen Bull. Well, if you think Cardiff's creepy, watch the train wreck. Cyke Clyde said Tukey had the same clip up and didn't get struck too. Ha ha ha. And like I said, I do believe that, Stormee, that they attack certain more channels more aggressively than others. Carter's okay. God bless him, says Donkey Kongton. Stephen Bull says, I know, I touch myself all the time, even rubbing and sniffing my fingertips after I do so. Ugh. Let's see. Cyke is laughing, which is good. Every type of person, good, and VTK. VTK? What, you mean Vince the Lawyer, maybe? Did you mean that guy? Maybe you meant Vince the Lawyer. That creep. That's very live. I knew that's what you meant. Vince, you enjoy watching my show?
I'd rather look at a big black cock.
I bet you would. You probably do that too. Stormee is definitely not trans. I think we verified that. What's up, Live Wing? Donkey Kongton, Live Wing. Transrec says Happy Gosling. That's a good one. Transrec. I hate when sociopaths chase off good people online.
Yeah.
KY. Now, I don't know. Are we talking about is that the person, is that the sociopath or the person that got chased off? I'm not sure. I guess it's Kai because he hasn't been doing his morning show, I've noticed. Kai's been out of it. So, yeah, and I know that he's been having drama with like all these older guys that he used to do shows with and mix it up with, but I guess that is the internet, I guess, and YouTube. What up, DK from Live Ween? Stephen Bull checks in and says, oh, we all have the right to do things as long as they don't hurt people. And they sound crazy and silly. But I know what I like, and trans stuff ain't for me, shrug. And that's perfectly acceptable, brother. But I've come to understand and realize that, we're only here for a short time on this planet, Steven, and we don't get to decide that these choices aren't ours, bro. So I believe that, like, peacefully coexisting and trying to understand people goes a lot further than, fighting and things like that. So
for sure.
Brutal Pain says, Nathan's quarter pound all beef Franks today only. There you go. There's your good one. Gasha says, trans women are all right by my book. Same. Some even pass. Oh shit. They get you fooled, don't they? Well, it is funny because I did ask my friend JJ Dabbles, because he does produce the train wreck with some basically notoriously trans people. So when he does a show called Drag the Waters, I'm like, is this show going to be about drag queens or something? You know, the word drag in there.
Yeah.
I definitely had to ask that question, Stormy. I'm like, is this going to be a drag show?
Yeah, that's where
Not-
my mind would go to, probably.
Terry Nee says fake crab meat is the hot dogs of the sea.
No.
Crab meat. Yeah, it's just like fake crab meat is an abomination, Terry Nee. And you know, being an East Coaster, they just mix up fish and a little sprinkle of crab meat and call it crab meat, Stormy. It's nasty. Yeah.
I think they have that at Subway. It's gross looking.
They got crab meat at Subway.
Yeah.
I've got imitation crab meat or anything. It's just like, it's like shreds and it's half fish mixed in and all that stuff.
Yep.
That's not crab. Brutal Pain says, you can show guys' nipples all day, but since a woman's nipple has more fat behind it, it's illegal. That's right. Free the nipple. I agree with that. We concur with that. You got to free the nipple. And I know Dave Daffler, he's not even here, but I know he's a big proponent of that. Metz checks in and says, I like quality lips and assholes in my hot dogs. That's right. That's what we all heard when we were younger. It's all like lips, butts, and lips and assholes is what we heard, Metz. So you know what you like out of a good hot dog. See, and this is because, look, Stormy, I like the Oscar Mayer cheese dogs, you know? I'll go up and have throw a couple in the microwave and have those. But now, like doing all this talk, it does occur to me every now and then what I'm eating, you know, like I'm eating a hot dog, I'm eating, you know. Yeah.
So, yeah.
It is weird. Once again, I like to separate those two things. Maybe not have totally focused thoughts about what I'm eating as I'm eating it. Stormy, I think need do that hot dog thing again.
Oh,
Says,
I think you need to volunteer Bobby Nick this time.
Oh, Bobby Nick, he gets the word out too. I'm not joking. FCE and FRB. FCE. I'm a little behind. FCE or B. Rob Bass. I don't know. Live Ween checking in. Let's see. LOL. Oh, okay. You meant fuck Cardiff Electric, and all right, that's the first one. I don't know who the second one is. Fuck Ray Bradbury. I don't know. Live Ween from Space Nerd. Cyke says LOL. Hashtag have to have Russo's back always. There you go. Live Ween said, I assume Terry Nee was plugging Kai lubricating jelly at the end of his chat. Well, he did say he just got up from a long boomer nap. Howdy, Space Nerd from Live Ween. Dream Man checks in. Good morning, guys. Phones up in 666, Dream Man. Bobby Nick and Scott kind of bailed on me. They slid out. They saw Stormy here and they said, I'm going to use this as my get out. But I got my great friend Stormy here who helped me start Coffee and Pods also long ago. How are you? Ween from Space Nerd. Good Nerd, you from Live Ween. Terry Nee says, I wear dresses in private like a real man. That might be what Steven does too. Maybe that's his thing. I don't know. Let's see. I want a white hot from Heidi's hot dogs in Syracuse. They are made with veal, which I don't like, but it's the cleanest, best tasting dog you'll have. I've heard of those white hot, Stormy, where they just throw hella like pepper in them and spice and all. I think that's what makes them white hot, is they just load them up with pepper and shit.
Oh yeah, I think so too.
And some of them do look like actually white when they're in their tubular form. They look a little disconcerting. Again, I do not hate those cats. Not at all, baby. Chunk, baby. Nor gay folk or whoever. And all can live next to each other, but I'm not of that world, so I'm not entertained by it. Fair point, Stephen Bull. I feel the same way about RuPaul and drag shows, Stormy. For whatever reason, like even if women like got all extra dialed up and had like a show or a breakfast or a luncheon where they do these drag breakfast or whatever, I'm not overly impressed by an over made up woman. Matter of fact, I've done a segment here on BF Live called You Can't Make This Up, where it's like horrendously ugly women, right? But the makeup makes them look beautiful. And it's it's very impressive and it's neat and all, but it's not anything I consider like entertaining or I would go pay money to do. Same with like RuPaul's Drag Race. I understand that he's a drag queen and they all have that lifestyle, but I never really tune into that show because I do not find that particular thing entertaining to me. So I understand what Stephen Bull's saying here.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Although one of my daughters is terribly entertained by all that RuPaul stuff, Stormy. She eats it up.
Some people are. I think it's just a perspective. I don't even think it has to be that you're for transgender people or whatever. I think it's just about the core part of it being entertaining for whatever reason, whether it be makeup skills or whatever they have that you're entertained by too.
And there is that element to it. They kind of are like exploiting it, if you will, by like looking at examining like what they're doing and everything. They're kind of they're making it the fodder that it is. Baltimore has crabs. I always say, ha ha ha. Baltimore has crabs. Space Nerd says, I'm okay, getting shit done, so suppose that is good. Thank you, nerd. Come on, nerd. I love you guys hanging out here. It is 46 minutes into hour number 3. At the top of the hour, like 3 o'clock, we're going to pull this train into the station, but I'm having fun hanging out with you. Liveween says, I got to be honest, the imitation crab sandwich at Subway is the only thing on their menu I enjoy, says Liveween. I eat the bad pizza when I go to Subway.
Oh yeah, that other pizza's not too bad, I guess.
It's just I like bad pizza. I'm aficionado of bad pizza. But I've heard in recent weeks that Subway's in trouble, Stormee. They're facing a lot of competition nowadays with these Firehouse subs and Jersey Mike's and things like that. Do you like any of those places? Do you have them near you?
We don't have any. I've heard about it. We have the only place around here is Subway. I think there's what is that one place called? Jimmy John's, but it's like 45 minutes away.
Jimmy John. That's another one that I think that's kind of eating into that sub market. Cyke Clyde says, like Charlie on It's Always Sunny, Terry. Charlie can only poop in a dress. Ha ha ha. I'll turn that around. Oh, and my sister Kathy just comes. She checks in and just says, and wieners. Just a random statement. And wieners. How you doing, Kath? Good to see you there. Stephen Bull. This is from Live Ween. When you attend a comedy show, do you walk up and squeeze the crotch of the comedian before the show so you can determine if they are funny to you or not? Let's see. It's all pulverized fish sausage, no crab, says Terry Neal, that imitation crab meat. Brutal Pain says, I'm glad I can enjoy this show today, LOL. I usually can't because I'm at work. Well, thanks for checking in, Brutal Pain. Okay. And I know that I'm trying to claim my stake here in the midday. I know it's not necessarily a great time for everyone, but I like to hold it down here in the midday for people that can join us. If you put me in your ear, and I'll get you through your rest of your day at work or whatever you're doing. Cyke Clyde says Cardiff Electric and Rocco Burrow. There you go. I got the initials now. Rocco Burrow. Brutal Pain says P. Diddy got busted with over 1,000 bottles of lube. Yes, he did. I heard it was a crazy quantity, Stormee. Like it was an amazing, like a massive amount. It wasn't just, hey, we found a bottle on a nightstand. Like they found like a stockpile of it.
That's insane.
And that kind of corroborates what all the other stories we've been hearing, right? The sex parties and, he could just say, I'm a really horny guy. I mean, his lawyer's going to have to explain that.
I think it's more than being horny. I think he's got real bad perversions or obsessions.
Yeah, I think you get the mix of fame, perversion, money, all that stuff mixes together. And it seems like it makes this volatile cocktail for so many of these guys.
Yeah, for sure.
They can't resist what they can't resist. They feel like they're invincible, like the powers that be aren't going to or don't apply to them and stuff. I think he was probably definitely in that lane. Wendy says, I love when Stormee gives me that look on her faces.
I try to hide my facial expressions. I'm not good at it, Wendy.
We've talked about that on the past shows, how me and Stormee, we don't have good poker faces. Like if somebody says some bullshit around us on screen, we'll be like, make the stink face or something, and you don't even realize you made it. And they go, hey, did you just make a stink face at me? And we're like, oh, I didn't even realize I did that. Didn't know I showed my poker face. So there you go. Sometimes Stormee, people have to tell me that I made a face for me to realize that I was doing it.
Me too.
Because it's just like a reflex or something. I didn't get that ween from Terry Nee. Brutal Pain says, I love White Hots from New York. Live Ween says, Terry Nee, mission accomplished. The Donkey Kongton says, Live Ween, you can tell if they're a man or a woman by how funny the set was. That's a good point. That's a good point for people to think that there ain't too many good female comedians out there. You can tell by that. No, they are 100% white, and the main ingredient is veal. Oh, which makes them gray or white. Can get them at Wegmans grocery store too. I thought it was all the spice that they put in it. I heard that they're nothing but hella hot, but there you go. It's Wiener Talk on BF Live today. We're talking about wieners, folks. Hot dogs. Let's see. Makeup should be illegal. LOL. I love the natural look. It's not needed, says Brutal Pain. And yeah, you like a nice amount. Like some of those women that I was showing on the segment that I did, Stormee, were like literally like 70-year-old grandmothers that they were putting so much like makeup and eyelashes on that they looked like they were in their 40s.
Yeah, I wear makeup. I have makeup on right now, but I think probably I don't wear makeup more times than I do, even on streams, honestly.
Well, it looks like, I mean, I'm just looking real quickly now, and you don't look like you're overly made up or anything. I like a good amount of like makeup that just gives accents to whatever's already going on your face. You know, don't put on rouge to give yourself a cheekbone, because some of these women don't have like good cheekbones and stuff. You know,
put all the contouring stuff.
Yeah,
on.
and they do like the dark shadowing.
Yeah.
You know, here, and they're doing all the crazy stuff up
can't
here
do that.
with
I
the
can't do
eyes,
that.
all that stuff. Yeah, and
I'll
how about
end
these
up
women?
with lines all over the place.
And what about the women with the fake eyelashes that look like this? Hi everybody,
Yeah.
how are you
Yeah.
doing? I
Way
can't
long
see you past these fake. I'm like, where? They don't.
It reminds me of the car ones. Have you ever seen those magnetic car
Yes.
lashes?
Yeah, they have them on the Uber cars sometimes too, or
Yeah.
something. Yeah, they have the
Yeah.
big eyelashes. That's right. In front of the VW Bugs. That's funny. That's a good one. The Wendy Pack says, that reminds me of that movie, The White Chicks. I love that movie. You like that
Oh
movie,
yeah, White Chicks. That's a good movie.
Terry Nee, son of a bitch. He says, like BF, his makeup makes him look young. Look, no makeup, no Bob filter. Bob, let me use this filter. Let me see. Ka-chunk, baby. Peach tagline. I was very lost for remembering. Ka-chunk. There you go. Ka-chunk to you, baby. Don't like it. Ignore it, says Space Nerd. The Met says, LOL, Stormee. Used to hang out with a few drag queens. Hello.
That might be true.
Exactly. Well, see, and that's what I look. And people are talking and having conversation about this. And I think this is good. The whole thing is when people don't talk about things. Cyke is getting the love from Live Ween. Donkey Kong said, what's up, Dream Man? Control. There's another random word for my sister.
I think she means the Diddy thing.
Random words, control. Yes, it is. 7-Eleven pizza is low-key good. I live on Long Island, so cheap pizza is sacrilegious. You're not wrong, Mets. I went to Rochester a couple weeks ago to attend one of these comedy shows that the guys are doing, the DabbleCon, and I was in a car, Stormy, that was such a New York conversation going on. There were some New Yorkers in the car with me that I knew from the show, and they were like, what is it with upstate New Yorkers that just can't get pizza right? Like, what is it? Like, they were busting on upstate New Yorkers about not being able to get pizza right in the same state. So I know that you're supposed to have only legit Italian pizza shop pizza if you live in New York. Richard Christie from the Howard Stern Show, he loves pizza, and he would talk about he lives in New York, right? Basically the world capital for great pizza, and he would order from Domino's and from Pizza Hut. And Howard would go, what is wrong with you? Like, you are living in basically the world capital of pizza, and you're ordering that shitty, that basically kind of chain pizza is what. So that's kind of what Metz is kind of relating to, I think.
Wow.
That if you live up in that area, they frown on you kind of eating other pizza. But I'm a fan of some good bad pizza, Metz. I say it all the time. I like bowling alley pizza, some roller rink pizza, just to go give me just a slice of whatever. I like some good bad pizza, Stormy. I do.
Yeah.
Hey now. From Cyke from Live Ween. So Perry is just like P. Diddy with the lube. You gonna take that, Perry?
Shut the fuck up.
I didn't say it. Cyke said it. How's it going, buddy? Ween from Cyke. Clyde. Space Nerd said, Mets, they even cook it for you. It's not bad in a pinch. Says our friend Mets about the 7-Eleven pizza. I've had 7-Eleven pizza before in a pinch. Like you said, if you're in between things, you don't have time for a meal, but you got time to shove something in your mouth. I've done that. Those hot dogs I avoid though, because those things talk back to me.
Yeah, I couldn't do that.
They haunt me later, boy. I've tried those hot dogs. Hey now, Cyke from Live Ween. We got that one. How's it going, buddy? Mets, we got that one. I jumped again. Supposedly P. Diddy forced upcoming celebs to sleep with male hookers on cam and blackmailed them. That's what the lawyer said, according to Brutal Pain.
Yeah.
And we're going to keep hearing these kind of stories, Stormy. You're going to hear, hey, did you hear that Puff Daddy made people stay on their heads and have sex? You're going to hear all kind of shit,
Yeah, it's so weird. All of it's weird.
All of it's weird. It's all power and money. Like, what's that Kathy was saying?
Yeah. Takes some enjoyment out of a lot of music that I used to have too.
Okay, you just brought up an interesting topic for me, taking enjoyment out of music. You heard about Dave Grohl's what Dave Grohl did for Foo Fighters, having had a child born out of the marriage. I love that quote.
Yeah.
They used to call that an illegitimate child. They used to call that cheating and an illegitimate child, but a child born out of the marriage. What is your take on that being because the way you said that about it tinged your enjoyment of the music. I heard a Foo Fighters song the first time the other day, and that's the first thing that popped in my fucking head.
That's what happens. It triggers like that thought of what you just learned about that person immediately. So
It
it kind
totally
of just,
did.
I don't know. And then you think about some of these song lyrics and you're like, what the heck?
Yeah. Some comedian did one where he walks in a door and they play the song. He goes, "I got another confession to make," and he's got a baby in his hand, like that one. Like even like every part of every song now, he's going to be scrutinized. So I mean, he really messed up his reputation for the rest of his life, probably. You know.
Yeah. Sad.
He said he was trying to win back his the approval of his wife and his children, but like my wife said, that's a little hard thing for a wife to kind of to look past, Stormy.
Yeah, I don't know that any wife would really have an easy time looking past anything like that.
That's going to take an exceptional human being to be able to look beyond that and go, hey, you know what? He cheated on me. He had a child with a whole nother woman, but I'm going to be open to this and raise that child. That's going to take an exceptionally understanding woman. And I wouldn't blame her if she wasn't that person too.
Yeah, that'd be very, very difficult.
I wonder if blackmail was involved because he come out so freely and quickly and said, hey, I had a child out of my marriage. I'm going to be involved in the child's life. I'm going to do everything I can to support it and all. And to me, it was almost like he was like combating something or trying to do some damage control.
It's very possible. Yeah.
Yeah. They could have said, if you don't tell, I'm going to put it all out there and all. So he probably like, hey, man, let me just shoot myself in the foot myself. Stephen Bull says, giving my sister Kathy a hug, saying howdy. And Kathy gives her right back and says, "Oh, hug back at you, Steven." See, I read that for you, buddy. Cyke says, SJ is the exception to the rule. He's still a man, but not funny. Ha, 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 right. Yeah, like if he was that comedian on the stage that Stephen Bull had to figure out, he'd go, that's an unfunny dude. That's right. It's Wiener Talk equals Beef Live here on Beef Live, BF Live. It's Wiener Talk on Beef Live today. We changed it to Beef Live. Live Wien has. I like that. BF is now Beef Live. Stormy looks anime, says Jerry Lahane.
That's better than what some people say I look like.
she's using a Stormy filter today. It's not really Stormy at all. It's like,
it must be my wide eyes that make me look like that.
There it is. You know, you got that fucking potato, like that guy. He uses a filter, but this ain't a filter. This is the legit Stormy.
Yep.
I hate kissing makeup and lipstick. I hate when that. Right, exactly. For the women that are
hello, Frisco.
The ones that get a little too made up and all that stuff. Yeah, wipe that stuff off. Fake eyelashes were invented by prostitutes way back in the day to catch the goo.
Oh.
They call them cuntrellas. Fact check for me. Oh my God, that was great. That'd be great. I would love nothing more for that to be true. Cyke says Mike Morse was in a movie called White Chicks. LOL. True fact. Did he? I never really watched White Chicks because I was offended by that racially. I never, to me, that just reminded me of the extended Eddie Murphy premise. Back in the day, Eddie Murphy did that bit on Saturday Night Live where he wanted to explore the white man's world. And so they put him in all white makeup and they had him out on the buses. And like, when white people are together alone, they give things to each other and all that stuff. Yes, and they get off the bus and everybody's serving drinks and shit. So that was that was like the best kind of white face I've ever seen done. And I was just never like impressed by the whole, it was racist, damn it.
Yeah.
Why can they do a show? Why can they paint themselves off called White Chicks? That shit ain't going the other way. That shit ain't working the other way. No. Racist is racist. I don't care what direction you go in, okay?
True.
Stephen Bull says, yes, ignore it. There's nothing wrong with that. Terry Nee says, Bob Levy is a stunningly handsome man. Sounds like Terry wants to get in your pants, Bob. I didn't say it. He said it. Let's see. There's Cardiff's link going there, but fuck the potato. Space Nerd says, have a great day, everyone. Hope to see you later on Playables. Thank you for the segue. Space Nerd. That's right, because the fun is not over. It's only beginning. I'll be joining you tonight on the Levyverse right here on YouTube. You know it. It's Midweek Freaks. It's Replayables. We drink, smoke, laugh, joke. You guys super chat and spin the wheel and we get in all kind of fun and trouble. So show up for that tonight at 8 o'clock East on the Levyverse. See you there, nerd. Cyke Clyde says, but do we get buffalo wings right? But we do get buffalo wings white, and no one else does, says Cyke. I don't know, my friend. I eat my wings. I put Old Bay on mine, son. I cook mine and I put Old Bay wings. That's how I roll here. Space Nerd said, thanks, BF Bob Lobby. See you tonight. Ditto. Once again, that's Bobby Nix. I was going to say fuck the potato, but I got a little carried away because this is Bobby Nick's Stream Element spot running right there. You can catch him in the lounge on Rumble and on Bobby Nick 1978 on YouTube. There's Space Chief 75. Brutal says a remix edition about a song about pissing. Piss on you, piss on you. Got a new Piss on You song coming up. Space Nerd says, I love me some Dave Grohl. He's a rock star. He's human. It sucks, but I will still love that man. His reputation isn't ruined with me. I feel bad for his wife and family, but he is human. I agree with some of that, Space Nerd. I think my wife was disappointed too because she was kind of a fan of him. He was a fun guy, good-natured, always a fun-loving guy, and she even read some of his books, the book that he did with his mother and all that stuff. So I think even my wife's probably a little disappointed in him. I mean, and it is tough because, right, I don't know if he had a pass or whatever, but you know, they're out on the road and lonely for so long and all these groupies and drugs and loneliness. So yeah, I could see where it could to catch up with a guy who's out on, or any person, female or male, who's out on the road for decades, you know?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, I understand it from that level, but now this whole level of having to face your wife and was it, once again, I always say these penises get you in trouble, man. They get you in trouble. Is it really worth it? You get that regret nut. Was that really worth it? Like his career and his reputation and his family. And I understand people, you get weak, you have moments of weakness, but damn, got to ask yourself these things, guys. Don't let these things get you in trouble. They get you in trouble. Damn. Granny says, F Cardiff, been dealing with that nerd too long. I didn't know I was going to have such a hearty fuck the potato cry on PF Live. Now, like I said, he's good. It's all in good fun, but I'm going to have fun poking at him with this. What's up, Granny? How you doing, brother? Hope I'm keeping you entertained today, and stay away from that old base paint. Don't be huffing it in directly, brother. You don't need none of that shit. That's not the 13th step or nothing like that, so don't do that shit. The Met says, yeah, I used to be a Swiftie until she got into politics. LOL. Fuck the politics. Fuck the bullshit. I think a lot of politics is just made for us to pit each other against each other and talk about our differences while they run away with the bag, y'all. Fuck the politics. We don't deal with that on BF Live. We deal with fun, life, human beings, and the shit that we can control, folks, because we only get one ride on this planet. So let's make the best of it that we can. Don't sweat the petty stuff. Pet the sweaty stuff. Clyde says it wasn't the white chicks with the Wayans brothers. It come out before that with a bunch of comedians and was horrible, LOL. But Mike was in it and it was called White Chicks. Thank you. There's a more you know. I didn't know that, buddy. I thought you were talking about the legit White Chicks. White Chicks. Stephen Bull says back in the 70s and early 80s, my ma loved her pantyhose and long fake eyelashes. Sometimes she would make me walk to the store and pick her up some of them for her. Stephen Bull, I was sent into the store by my mother to buy her pantyhose and fucking hairspray. How about that? Yes, she would send me in the store. She'd go, there ain't no place to park. Go in there and get me that. And I'm like, oh, damn. I got to do this. I'll be there for replayables. I broke my damn arm and I need a drink. BP, what did you do? What did you do, BP? All right, well, I know you're going to be there tonight, and Chris Abels will be talking shit to you, only because you're not there to choke him physically. So we'll see you tonight, BP. Stephen Bull says, well, shit, I just wrote that past post all fucked up. Brutal, how did you break your arm? Jerry Lahane wants to know. I need to know what to avoid. Every man gets a moment of clarity after they bust. Yep. You're not wrong, Brutal Pain. I call that the post-regret nut, where you go, oh, what'd I do that for? Oh, it's the regret nut. And that's what Brutal Pain is describing right there. That moment of clarity, it's called the regret nut. Granny says, dude, I've been dealing with Cardiff for like 5 years. He called in and told me about the cum eating back in the day. What do you know about that, Stormee, you're laughing about?
I've heard them reference to that so many times, especially Granny, about how Cardiff talked about eating cum.
Oh, Jesus, I thought that only Lenny from Long Island did that on Miserable Men. We covered that here on BF Live, where we did a segment of Miserable Men when Lenny did just that when he drank it and made Bob throw up and all that. Yes, all that shit. And so he did it too. Oh my God,
so weird.
We're gonna have to hook those two guys up, I guess. Lenny
They
and
can
Cardiff.
drink each other so they can swap out flavors.
Yeah, fuck Lenny and a potato. Oh yeah, they can do the cross thing where they cross hands.
Yeah.
Ew, like they're getting married or something. Oh, some sick
Champagne
ritual.
glasses.
Let's see if we can keep up with champagne glasses. Let's see if we can keep up with this. FTP, the potato, maybe. F Vince the lawyer, and fuck Jake Hudson. I think we got all those. I guess I got that first one right. Fuck you, Tony, okay?
What's up,
Son
guys?
of a bitch.
Hey, bud.
Your impression of me ain't that good anyway, you bastard. Fuck you. Let me see. Just kidding, Jake, says Tony. Just kidding. Live Ween says HTTP. He's got the web thing going on. And the Jizz Tater Electric says Jizz Tater Electric, says our friend Granny. Well, no, I'm definitely, like I said, I like, you know, like I said, for being a bro, trying not to take the world too seriously. When I see a guy with a potato filter, I can get down with that. You know, it's all in good fun and everything. It is kind of silly and all that stuff. But the potato has been good to me. Whenever I met him twice in person, he's taking pictures with me, always acknowledging me when he comes in the room and all that stuff. But basically, fuck the potato. No, I guess he couldn't make it today or whatever. He prefers hanging out with trainees in the morning. That's okay, you know. I'll tuck it back and we'll make it happen next time. Cyke Clyde says, Leonard did it 3 times, ha ha ha. Used his fingers once, did that, yes, and drank it normal once, and drank it with a clear straw once. Shit. Well, I'm gonna Stormee, it is 7 minutes after 3 o'clock hour. That means we're into the ish right here on BF Live. Thank you so much for this great surprise.
No problem.
For joining me today. Any last words you'd like to say, or where can people look for you and find you and all that stuff?
I mean, you can subscribe on YouTube if you want to, but you don't have to. Not a big deal. But other than that, no, I just like hanging out. I'm glad to be able to come over and chill with you guys. Well, with you and them earlier, I guess, because they left. But
yeah, I don't know. You know, I want to thank you once again, and I will thank Scott and Bobby Nick, because you know that you helped me start this show once a week, and then everybody wanted it every day. And you know, your life got busy and all. I changed the show up and all, but those guys have always been great coming here, and you as well, and sitting here and helping me develop this show. So I'm so used to
great stuff, though. You're doing really good, I think. It looks.
Oh, thank you.
Awesome.
Thank God. I appreciate that. Yeah, and those guys have always been great to me, but I've gotten used to this rhythm of just showing up and preparing to do the show by myself, and if they show up, they do, and if they don't, they don't. So I'm used to this rhythm of people coming, going, not being here, and all that stuff. So it's a little bit of everything.
Yeah, that's a good thing, because you can't always depend on other people's schedules to match yours. So that's good.
You can't, and that's kind of what I knew I had to do for this show. Is that I knew that no matter whether it be whoever, you or whoever that is going to be part of this, not everybody can obligate themselves like I would and show up every day. So I know I had to, you know, be the one to kind of make this happen no matter who shows up. But thank you. Like I said, I always thank you for helping me start the show with Coffee and Pods early and all. You know, you're always welcome here. I wish you well with everything, raising your family and all, and all the recent stuff that you kind of been through. I hope things smooth out for you with all of that and weather-wise and everything. Jared Lahane says Stormee is an angel for many shows.
Thanks, Jerry.
And yes, so you're at Stormee1, right, on YouTube?
Yeah.
And she does a lot of stuff behind the scenes that many people don't see or know about for No Filter with Andrew and Friends. They do that on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at least, where you can catch up with those guys. So I know she's always kind of lurking in that show, and you might not see her, but you always, if you're listening, you kind of hear her voice pop in, and she's always regulating and taking care of everybody behind the scenes.
Yep, for sure. But thanks for having me, and I'll try to make it back sometime this week if you're live. You're going to be live every day, right?
Yep, I'm live every day, Monday through Friday. You know how it goes, 12 to 3-ish.
Okay. Well,
you know
thanks
how
for
it
having
goes.
me, and I'm going to get out of here because I got to do some stuff here in just a little bit.
I know you do. Well, you go ahead and check it out, and I'll end the show. But thank you very much. Love you, Stormee.
Later.
Joined us today. Awesome. This did feel like a family reunion of sorts today, folks. Awesome. We had Nikki in the chat. We had the lovely Stormee show up again. We had Dave Daffler showing up, being generous and acknowledging my birthday. Thank you for all the people that said I look like I was 45, and fuck the people that said I look like I was 55 or 7. No, fuck that. No. And F the potato note again. Yeah, so I'm just wrapping up, folks. So like I said, once again, this has been a great day. I love and appreciate you guys so much. I know I sound like a broken record saying it every day, but the fact that you guys show up here every day and enjoy this and give me a platform and a place to come do what I love, there's nothing better. There's nothing better. Thanks for all the super chats and the love and the new people joining the family like Mets. I know I'm going to be seeing you. I can feel you in the chat and everything. Cyke for all the love. Miss that happy birthday, my Noga. Yeah, I got Doc Cyke. You missed. They were playing Guess My Age game and everything. I'm going to drag it out for you. I'm not going to tell you. We'll have more fun playing with it because my birthday isn't actually until Saturday. I really wasn't thinking about it, even saying it or bringing it up until Friday's show. But my friend Dave Daffler, he brought it up. He acknowledged my birthday, even though we have silliness and fun, saying that every day is Terry Nee or someone's birthday. So thank you, everyone that acknowledged that. I love and appreciate you all so much. All right, I've done lathered your asses enough. We're well into the ish. This has been BF Live Stream Show 150, and I'm so proud and happy to hit this new plateau with you guys and because of you guys. 150 shows, and let's go. Let's get to 200. Let's keep going. Y'all gonna have to kick me out of here, y'all, because I'm having too much fun. So you're gonna have to kick me out of here, and you're not gonna do it anytime soon. And I know I'm gonna see you tonight on the Levyverse channel on YouTube, where we're gonna do replayables, drink, smoke, laugh, joke, hang out, and have fun tonight. Let's get us up with these last chats, and we're gonna get on down the road. Love from Cyke. Stephen Bull says, scared little boy. Fuck you, asshole. I just said that I didn't like it. What's wrong with that? I'm going to separate you two. Happy birthday, Bobby. I thought you were like 40. Fuck yeah. And I drink some. Thank you all. I appreciate that. Let me see. There's a joke about that, and it's been a running joke because for whatever reason, I've been lucky enough to look a little younger than I maybe always have been. And God rest in peace, my brother-in-law, Charlie. We used to go to different food places, and there would be like the value meal or whatever, the kids meal, and he'd go, hey, you're 15 today. He would like kind of force me to look whatever age that I need to look to be on the kids menu or to be the cheaper meal. So that's always a great fun joke and memory I have of my brother-in-law, Charlie. So thank you and rest in peace to my brother-in-law, Charlie. And I love you for that. Stephen Bull says, ain't I scared of them? You asshole, you punk, you do a boy, I'm gonna blow them. You're my favorite. So happy birthday. Replayables Saturday is going to be cray-cray because that is the day of the birthday. And like I said, Cyke, I'm getting late. I don't know what my wife's doing that day, but I'm getting late on my birthday. That's what I say. BF Chang. He knows BF Chang will definitely be making an appearance on Saturday's show. And he'll be making an appearance right out back in a couple minutes right at my house. Thank you, Cyke. Stormee says, have a great day, everyone. Thank you, Stormee, for checking in. I know that people have come to find me different times in different ways, but this show started out as coffee and pods, and I really had no idea what I was going to do. Me and Stormee were pod friends, and I said, hey, Stormee, I'm going to go on and just talk about my favorite shows just to, kind of get the show started and to get out here and get to know the people. And she chipped in and helped me and made me packages of all the different fun stuff that was going on with the shows. But now it has evolved into the show that I love. I love that show, but I love this, BF Live. This is my dream. This is what I want to do. I'm going to bring you entertainment, segment, fun, and bits, and hang out with the chat family. And guys, I know you guys have had like passionate conversations in the chat today. Please don't let it divide us and everything. It's great to have conversation, but let's all join here every day. And unity, you do look young, LOL. Bravo to you. Thank you, Cyke. I didn't want to tell people because maybe like me, maybe some of us are ageist. If I were to come out saying I was whatever age, you'd be like, damn, I don't know if I look like a young old man or an old young man, but I'll take it. I'll take what the Lord has given me. Reteethable says, Terry Nee, Reteethables, I don't know. We'll have to see if that happens tonight on Replayables. There's Cardiff's link again. Fuck the potato. And that's at the bottom of the chat, y'all. So we're well into the ish right here on BF Live. It is 3:14 where I'm at on the East Coast of the United States. Thank you once again, everybody, for all the birthday love and wishes and everything, the chats, and all of the great energy that you guys give me every day. Thank you, Bobby Nick Havens. Thank you, Scott Fitzpatrick. Thank you to the lovely Stormee. And thank you all for joining us here today. I'm about to pull this train into station, and I'll see you the next time I see you, which will be tonight on Replayables, y'all. Have a great rest of your Wednesday and get ready for tonight, 8 o'clock East on Replayables, where we have more fun. Have a great day, y'all. See you at 8 o'clock East. Later.